Hey, I'm Michael Denicola.
I'm Megan Lennius.
Hey there, I'm Midream LA.
I am Samuel Tucker Young.
And I'm Mecabad. Welcome to Creative Casters.
And you turn and Seven just...
What?
That's worse than a dragon! I saw you painting that, and I disapprove, Seb.
It was an age where time did not exist. The age of the gods. Discord came, and the gods waged war amongst themselves for supremacy. The crumbling worlds led to the collapse of creation. But creation fought back. Time appeared, imposing its curse to the vain immortals. If they dared to reappear, they would suffer the punishment and be forever forgotten. Thus, the age of the gods ended. However, Dominion holds a grudge. After thousands of years in exile, the gods continue to wage war through their incarnates. The balance is once again under threat. The curse of time is fading. The ultimate age has come.
Sam here. So this time, a little bit of the VOD got cut off at the very beginning of the episode. So we pick up as our daring trio setting out for the swamps. They've decided to do a bit of shopping to maybe find some items that will help them out in the fights to come. We need your best demon-slaying weapons.
Right. Well...
Right, demons?
Imagine anything heavy of shop will do the job.
Do you have anything special? Something that maybe you wouldn't sell to normal adventurers?
Oh, and Durham, I would like to personally thank you for hooking me up with this book.
Oh, right. I remember you.
Yes.
Yeah. Good to see you again, buddy.
Worked out well. You too, strangely.
May I say, your scales are looking excellent, sir. Fantastic.
Thank you. I guess.
Polished.
We see him kind of like reach up and like scratch at one of his scars. He's pretty beat up, but he'll take the. Not like he doesn't look like he's been beat up. I just mean he is a grizzled. Right. He is. This dude has been through some stuff. Clearly, he does seem older. Lots of battle scars.
I'd like to consult with my Fey patron Casmine and ask him if there's anything he thinks that I need as I'm heading into the bog against these demons real quick.
Okay.
Whip out my little eye, shoot it a message real quick. Is there anything I need?
Why don't you make a persuasion check for me, Dave?
Oh.
And Durham turns back to Seven and Emma. He's like, if you guys are looking for special or weird stuff, most of that's upstairs. Falric will handle most of the strange and exotic things. Gonna need a bit of coin for that, but who knows? I don't judge.
22 total.
We're going to need all the help we can get.
I apologize for the vacuuming, but I know it's going to pick it up. There's a brief delay.
Someone's cleaning the shop.
In your message.
Yes, that's
right.
shop
Yeah,
noises.
of course.
Whatever. Shop noises. Yeah, shop noises.
Great setup on that one, man.
It took a lot of time.
The whole thing just on lock.
Not everybody can be
the
like
next
me.
level, dude. I don't understand. Did you hire people to make noise? Do you have actual Foley going on right now?
He's got a whole sound studio around him.
Watch out. You don't know what's behind this curtain.
I don't. I literally don't.
There's a bit of a delay, and you kind of almost are like, you begin to like stow the eye, kind of thinking, maybe I've been calling on Casmine a lot. Maybe he's just busy. And right as you almost like reach back into your pocket, you just hear a faint voice. I have faith. You all will be just fine. You've got me after all, don't you? Just don't be stupid.
Thank you. I head upstairs with the guys.
Yeah.
Trying to see what kind of stuff we
can find. You all ascend this small spiral corkscrew staircase. it's kind of uncomfortably small. Namely for you, Emmett, like you fit, but you literally have to kind of like hunch and duck down. You're a big dude, and this is a little tight. You emerge, and there's a small kind of like dark green draped curtain that you like push past, and as you open it up, there's this big open area, almost like a little lobby, so to speak, that's set up, and there are several bookcases lining the walls on your left and your right that also seem to be like curio cabinet style, where they've got these big glass doors that are shut, kind of with them on display. You can see there's a wide variety of books. Some of them do look well worn and old. Some of them seem much more well kept. There are a few that are like locked behind like a metal fencing almost. Seem to be of more importance. There's a lot of strange things too. You can see there's like a small coat rack hanging off, just kind of freestanding by one side, that's got a couple of different cloaks, as well as a few different like hats and stuff. But it's very ornate. Like this is not something that you would blend in with. It's very kind of avant-garde. Like these are really wild things. Durham wasn't kidding when he said the weird stuff was upstairs.
Is there anything I
There's
think I can
also
use?
some of it. I mean, it's cloaks and hats. You don't know if they do stuff. Namely, what you do see is this. There's almost like a small what's the word? Like a little. Think of like a booth at a carnival or something set up. Like that's there, kind of just in the middle of the room. And there's just like this black cloth draped over in the front of it, and there's a small silver bell with a little like postcard that just says "Ring for Service." You can see scattered about the room is several other things. There's another small podium that just has this like old leather book just like closed and sitting on top of it, with a big like ink pot and this big quill with a like made of a peacock's feather just like resting out of it, almost like a little logbook or something. There's several other shelves that kind of fade and disappear and wrap around the back of the room, but most of it is kind of looks like it's like walled off by just other shelves and cabinets and stuff. It's almost like a maze of the little glass cases too. This back half of this room is just covered in stuff, and you don't see anyone up here.
I ring the bell.
Okay, you walk up, and there's just this very faint, clear, just bing, just echoes for a moment, and you all can just hear this small like pitter patter from the back of the room. There's this little. Eventually, popping up through the small booth, the little like black curtain just kind of moves, and jumping up onto the curtain with kind of a bit of a flourish is this tiny gnome man. He's got this like slick backed brown hair that's like it's pretty long. It's kind of like past his shoulders, but it's like slicked back. He has this very like wide mustache, and a small like kind of pointed beard that's a good like 4 or 5 inches down. And he's wearing these like deep chestnut leather vest over just like regular black hose. He's got these leather pants with these fine leather boots and leather gloves up to the elbow as well. He just kind of folds his hand over himself and gives you all a quick bow and looks to you all and says, "Yes, how may I help you?"
Hello. What is your name?
I am Falric. I work here for Orson's shop. He normally keeps me in charge of all of our exotic goods.
How tall are
I'm a
the
procurer
gnomes?
of the
Like 3 feet?
about. You're looking at
he's
Falric. It
tiny.
looks like he's he's like 2'7", 2'9", maybe.
Wow.
He's a little dude. He looks a little frail as well. Looks. I mean, he's a gnome, so gnomes don't look super old. Like they have that kind of like childlike youthfulness about them. It's kind of hard to place him. You guys probably also haven't encountered a ton of gnomes.
Right.
But he's one of those, he's like either 20 or 60 something. We don't know. It's hard. I can't place him. But yeah, he looks very professional and looks like it may be a bit over the top, but he clearly cares about his appearance, and how he's presented to others. So he's making the most of his first impression.
Falric, I don't know if you've been outside as of late, but there seems to be a green portal of death hanging above all of us.
Some sort of weird storm, as I imagine.
Right.
There's
That's
a
one way to
portal.
see
I
it.
haven't
I
heard of
think.
it. Have you encountered this portal?
Well, we're about to go encounter it, I think, and I was wondering if you have anything up here that may help us in our endeavors.
Well,
I think there may be a battle or two.
Right.
Or 3.
However many battles you see fit. I should have you know, policy does dictate anything purchased is typically not meant for returns, and any harm, destruction, property damage, fines, it all belongs on those who purchase things, right? We have no ties to what you purchase and how you use them
That would make
from
sense.
us.
Of course.
Just
liability.
Just so we're clear.
As long as you don't expect to ever see them again either, because we may die.
Right. No. I mean, if we were to find your bodies and collect them, that's an entirely different story. But
Right.
Anyway, what exactly are you looking for? I do carry the strange, but
Armors
give
and
me
weapons. Do you have anything? In the mace or hammer variety?
not anything particularly strong, so to speak. Just if you're looking for something heavy and brutish, that'd be downstairs. But I may have something. You see him just kind of hop down, and it looks like he walks down some stairs, though you can't see any. And you just hear him just, and you see it. You see like a quick hand kind of flash around and yank down. You see a cloak like disappear off of the coat rack to your side. You hear the footsteps again, and he just pops up behind the booth again, and he's just holding this deep green cloak, kind of draped over his forearm like a butler presenting a towel, and it just like, spills down off the edge of the booth as well. And then kind of quick watch, he just says, "This is an elven cloak of changing seasons, I believe it was." You see him kind of spread it out where he almost like disappears behind it to like present it to you. You can just see like the top half of his head with his hair kind of sticking out behind the cloak. This is said to make you quite hard to find, especially out in nature.
How so?
Well, you have to be in nature to show you, but from what I understand, you spend some time with this on your person, and you spend enough time remaining still, and you fade in with your surroundings, quite like a chameleon.
It makes you stealthy?
Like a camouflage, it seems like.
As long as you can be quiet and still.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm extremely quiet and still.
Oh, God damn it.
I feel as if
I believe you, undoubtedly.
Yes. I just look to both of them, and I'll be like...
Oh, man. All right, sure. You need all the help you can get.
Well,
would it be better served on someone who is... Let's say I am extremely quiet and still, and very stealthy myself.
Naturally.
But what if someone could be quieter and stiller? Would it be better served for such a person as that?
Simply functions based on you being still and quiet, so that is up to the user, I suppose. Again, where liability comes in, just because I say that this can hide you, if you are stomping around and yelling like an idiot, that's your...
I look at Seven, just kind of sad.
I suppose a demonstration would be better. You see him kind of whip the cloak around himself, flips up this hood, and he kind of like jumps up and reaches behind him, and you see him pull down, and he like pulls down this backdrop that now slides it down from behind the booth, full on like theater style. Just pulls down this backdrop, and it's like a path with a couple trees on either side, and it's like heavy autumn colors. There's just these deep reds and oranges and browns and yellows. And he has the cloak for a moment, and you see him kind of turn and like hunker down. And as you're watching him, go ahead and make a perception check, all three of you.
All three of us?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
12. Ooh,
okay.
No. 13. Yeah, I leveled up.
Oh my God.
Nat 20?
My fucking first fucking nat 20 of the day.
Snap, baby girl.
Don't need to roll luck on that.
7? I can't hear you. I don't know if that's just me. Did you guys hear?
Oh, sorry. 7.
Hey, there we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
what's that total for you, 7? What's your 20?
I
think it's like you have a 22 or something.
2, yes, 22.
Okay. Even with your 22, we'll say you make him out slightly. But so, Emmett and Day, you kind of see him, and as he's standing there, he kind of like turns, and you see him like crouch down and hunker over to kind of shield himself from you. And he just kind of shimmers and fades. Not full on like Harry Potter invisible cloak style, but it's like it's hard to tell where this backdrop is and where he is as he turns, and in a matter of a few seconds, he vanishes. You can't see him. 7, you see like a faint outline, and it's almost like one of those like, think of like those weird POV like 3D images where like if you, move to like he disappears and you kind of move to the side and like can faintly see an outline, but it's only because you saw him turn and know where he is, and you kind of like go and look, and you can make him out, but barely. And you see him kind of turn and pop back up and flip the hood off, and he says like, "Not bad, eh?" And you see him jump up and pull down another backdrop. This time it's just like a white mountainscape covered in snow. Same kind of thing. Flips the hood down, drops down. Same thing. You see him just vanish.
Much stealth.
Reels them back up and takes the whole thing off and just says, "So,
How much?
If you'll have it, asking price is 125 gold pieces."
Okay. I find that I may not need such extravagance to help my stealthiness.
I've heard this before, and it's quite all right to not feel embarrassed, but let's just say you are not the first to, come browsing my goods who couldn't quite,
7?
shall we say, afford it. And he kind of flips the cloak over his shoulder. He looks rather pleased with himself.
7,
I do pride myself on my wares, you see.
It's not that I can't afford it. I don't know if I need it that bad.
I can't afford it. I would like to have it.
He can't afford it. I kind of like to 7. How much can't you afford? Like in a, I know we don't know each other like that, but like, is it like 50 gold you can't afford, 80 gold can't afford?
It's like a 50 gold can't
like
afford
50.
type deal. Yeah.
Do you want it that bad, or?
I mean, I'm pretty good stealth-wise, but although we don't really know what we're gonna be facing out there. I don't know.
Fuck
Maybe
'em. It's fine. I've seen you. I've seen you in action. You're so stealthy. We'll be fine. Yeah, we've faced these guys before.
I'll buy it.
Yeah. What?
He slowly just kind of turns and looks at you, Day, raises an eyebrow. It's like, you'll take the cloak then.
Yeah, for 100 gold pieces and 4 potions to go with it. Take it or leave it.
Oh.
So you're asking for a discount and 4 potions. Now, why would I do that?
Listen, we're troubled people, and we're looking to help. We're looking to help with what's happening out in the bog. And I think that it would be better for all of us if you let this happen.
Bold statement, but I've got a better proposition for you. How about we do the cloak? I'll even throw in your potions, and we say, if you all come back alive, we'll say we form a partnership, shall we? You have to give me a selection of whatever you all recover on your journeys, eh?
Oh. Daddy wants to taste.
Okay.
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
The unique, the strange. Let's just say if you are heading into some sort of portal, and let alone the bog, I'm sure you've encountered some odd things I would like to also see for myself without risking my life, you see.
Are you haggling? Is that what this is?
As a show of good faith, I give him Falric. I take out the green robes and the dagger that they used, the green cloaks from that time that we assault them. I say, here's just a couple of trinkets from one of our previous adventures. These belong to these kind of demon summoning.
As you set them up on the counter, he looks at the cloak for a moment, and you just see him kind of like walk over on top of it to the dagger, and he like bends down and he picks the dagger up, and you see him reach into his pocket and he pops on this very oversized monocle, just like makes one of his eyes
Nice.
just magnified immensely, and he's just kind of glaring at this dagger and looking it over, and he says, this could do. At the very least, this could offset the potions by a bit, and, well, I don't get many visitors, and you three, we'll say I like you for now, anyways.
Oh,
Why don't
they
you
got it in
say,
past friends.
his trade, your 100 gold, and first choice, we'll make up a contract, of course, a binding agreement, so to speak. Anything
Fair.
you all find will need to be brought back to me.
Anything.
We'll work out some sort of a deal, shall we say. Orson is keen for stuff like this. At the very least, you make me look good, I'll make you look good, and offer you the best I have to offer.
What's the
Sure.
best you have to offer?
Many,
Oh,
many.
But no,
Trust me.
like, weapons.
Currently, no. I actually have a trip planned with Orson far to the east. We plan to head to a trade hub, and it's quite a deal set for Orson. Give us time, and we'll have many more imports. At the
Okay.
very least, you can visit the shop that's in the upper city, where we keep most of our higher priced and magically
Ooh.
enchanted.
that's right. Orson owns a bunch of
Of
these.
course. Thank you, Falric. You have been helpful.
I have plenty of other things. If you
Ooh,
Show
wish
me
to
your best.
browse, I just don't.
Let me
Fair.
set this straight.
Hmm.
As you can tell, and I just kind of jingle my armor a little, kind of
You're not quiet.
on the. Well, I wasn't gonna say that. I don't know. You have to hurt me right in front of my face. I'm just saying. I think I'm quiet. What is quiet overall to some people? I think it's fine. I like to stand. I like to hit. I like to make sure that these two stay alive. But
Fair.
I'm not necessarily hidden. Do you have anything that you may think, if you want us to return so bad, whatever keeps me on my feet is probably the best in all of our interest?
It's fair. At the very least, I have something that may snatch you from the jaws of death, so to speak. A moment, and you see him just disappear. You can hear him running off in the back, and he spends quite some time. He's gone for a good 30, 40 seconds. You can just hear him
Guys, I think I got
running around
He's
and
gonna give us something
hearing
awesome.
stuff opening up, and he
Guys, I think I
comes
got it.
back, jumps
I
up
got
on the counter, and he pulls out this small ooh, you know what, let's do this because we need to show it off.
oh,
Huh?
what?
Well, this is we're getting some fan created stuff here, boys.
Oh, what?
And you haven't, we actually have,
dude!
we even have
What?
art for it, and you haven't seen it yet. So
what?
Wait, what?
Whoa!
This is crazy.
Wait,
So
what?
I'm gonna post it in the thing. Feel free to show. He jumps up on the counter and he pulls out and presents kind of like he's palming and holding this vial. It's this small glass vial with this like yellowy orange liquid in it, and the vial itself is kind of shaped like a star with the cap on the top just covering it, and it's just got this small wrap on the top of it. He hands you, or is presenting that.
You showed me something?
Wow.
It's in our
Wow.
call chat. And that was
Wow.
actually so. This was created by someone in the community and painted by another member of the community, which is pretty dope. I think this is
Dude,
Bearded Jalapeno.
Good job, Chad.
Um,
Dude, jalapeno.
He just kind of
Dude.
holds this up and he says, "I do have this." You see him kind of swirl it around, and you see it almost like a sparkler effect inside. It kind of like shimmers and glows as he swirls this liquid around. He
What
just
is
says, "This is a potion of luck. May not help, but trust me, I know better. Being lucky sometimes is all you need."
I got a mic. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I'll double check at the break for credits. I think this was actually created by Steelix EX, by Nick,
Ooh.
and drawn by Bearded Jalapeno. So shout out.
Quick DM question: can potions be popped as a bonus action, or is that an action?
So I kind of have my own house rules on this. You can take a potion as an action or a bonus action. However, if you want to give a potion to another creature, it takes your action. So if you're one to like chug one yourself, action or bonus action, it's your choice. But like say you were wanting to go give a potion to Seven, it's your action to like force feed him the potion.
Okay, cool.
Fair. That's good. I like that.
So you said potion of luck?
Precisely. It's actually from my personal stash. Last one. At least until I acquire some more.
I'm sorry, I was setting it up. Did you hear he say what it did?
He said that it makes you lucky, and sometimes that's all you need. I.e., it gives you lucky feet for
a day.
Yeah, it gives you the lucky feet for an hour, or for 24 hours once you take it.
Insane.
Well,
how much? Is this where you say a price and then I'm like, oh, we'll give you stuff out in the wild, and we come down on the price and I'm bartering.
Seeing as you favor your sarcasm, maybe we'll see if you do any better at
pretty serious.
the game. How do you feel about that?
The game?
A friendly wager, perhaps.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
You beat me. You can just take it on good faith.
Oh.
Did you already take one of these before you played it with me?
No.
Are you lying?
Not that you.
Aha. What is the price again?
If you wish to just purchase it, it's 200 gold. Seems like we're going to be playing a game. He just kind of grins.
Yeah, it's fine. What's the game?
Right.
Smash Brothers?
He drops down behind the counter again, and you hear him kind of like creak open a small cabinet, and he jumps back up with this small wooden box between his hands, and he just kind of sits it down. He flips both halves open, and you can see that there are several different kind of carved different figurines of different animals of varying materials as well. There's like small little wooden pieces. Some of them look like they may be made of ivory. Very Jumanji feel, at least with the look. It's not like laid out like a board game. It's just this box that has all these little figurines in it. There's a dozen of them total. He says, don't suppose you've ever truly played real dragon chess, have you?
Mm-mm.
Dragon chess?
That's right.
Seth, a DM question: Is dragon chess is chess something that I would know of in this world? Probably.
Yes. Yeah. Dragon chess, and even as he says dragon chess, and you see these pieces, yes, but it's more not. What he has is like half a set. Dragon chess is more just like as we know it, regular chess. He's got nowhere near the same pieces. That's not even a board, like it's just a box they were contained in. And these look to be handmade. So if this is dragon chess, this is like dude in the park that has his own rules and all his own stuff that's like, hey, want to play.
Can I start picking up the pieces and inspecting them?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are they? Are they rooks? Are they dragons? Are they beasts?
They are all different beasts, though it's the name dragon chess. None of them are actually dragons. There's most of them are in pairs, and you can now see that there are basically pairs of things. There are like a pair of small wooden wolves. There's a pair of these like ivory boars. There's a pair of like small bronze bears. That just kind of keeps going.
Yeah.
And there's a dozen of them. So 2 sets of 6. 6 sets of 2.
6 sets of 2. Yes, of course, dragon chess. It seems to me you have your own house rules here. How do you play, Valric? What's your wager? Normally I play with 3 sets of 8. And it's whoever's first wolves take the castle. But for you, I mean, maybe that's different.
Well, I'm sure you've learned the traditional highborn way, and I'm talking real dragon's chess. I'm talking the game that was around when dragons were also around. This is true dragon's chess, and it's much more than just marching your wolves on my castle. He slowly begins setting up all the pieces, mirroring them to each other where you each have matching sets. He says, this is much more of tact, wit, and knowing your opponent. He just kind of grins and sits down, and you see him turn the board where you now each have set facing. I suppose I should allow the guest to go first.
Falric, the only problem with this, and I'm not trying to back out, I don't have time to play a game because that thing in the sky is actually threatening all of our lives.
And if you're actually worried about your life and needing my help, then you would value help when it shows up. This game is finished in 3 moves.
Oh.
You don't think I have a chance?
I think you do. I just don't think you're willing to ever pull the trigger on a decision. And he slowly begins closing the box while just looking at you.
I move a wolf forward. I don't know how to play this game. Do I know
That's fair. Yeah. You can try. Do you want?
I literally move a wolf forward, like as a
you grab your wolf and move it forward to the center of the board. He just kind of grins and says, "That's more like it." He thinks for a moment, and you see him grab one of his bronze bears, and he slides it along the right side of the board, all the way up to your front line, essentially.
All right. God damn it. All right, explain to me the game. Like, what do I know? We got a box. It's like this, right?
Yeah. We're talking like smaller than a chessboard. It's set up like his pieces, your pieces, right? Like say we're sitting across just like checkers, right? Except it's just 6 pieces, okay? And they're mirrored like your wolf is across from his wolf, so on and so forth, all the way down.
So he took a rook up the side. I just went full pawn in the middle.
And he just moved, more or less.
Can I go diagonal? Like, what would I know about these pieces at all? Do I know anything? I guess is what I'm asking.
You know enough to know that, yeah. So, pieces typically have limits that they can only move up to 3 spaces. Right. And he essentially just moved his bear 5 spaces. Seems weird, but
I got wolves, boars, bears. I'm missing 3 pieces.
Yeah, wolves, boars, bears, fish, rats, and
what?
A stag, like an elk or a deer.
Right. Yeah. I move my rat in front of my fish.
You can do that.
All right, cool. I do that, and I look at him, and I'm like...
For those who seem super confused, including you guys playing right now, yes, this is a full-on game I've invented. Yes, there are actual rules. I'm just not going to spend the hour to explain the rules for the 20 seconds we're playing it in the game.
And as Emmett, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what I'm doing. But
correct, and rightfully so. You know the game, but this is like... This would be like someone saying, hey, want to play checkers? And they sat down with like a tic-tac-toe board and like Skittles and started doing stuff. And you're like, I kind of get this, but what are you doing?
What do I think what do I think the object is? There's no dragon on this board. There's no king.
There is no dragon on the board.
What do I think the object is, looking from what I can tell so far?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Three.
You have no idea what's going on or how to play this game, but he's kind of insulted your character, and it set you off. So you're like, you know what?
I move my fish in front of my. I move my rat in front of my fish. I look him in the eyes. If you have any more jokes about where I was born, the time is now.
Not a personal attack. Forgive me, but let's just say I can read things about people when I first see them. You in particular. He looks down at the board for quite a while. You can see him kind of stroking the point of his beard as he thinks. And he kind of reaches down and he grabs his wolf and then looks at you and looks down at the board again. And you see him reach over and he swaps and grabs his fish and moves it.
You touched it, have to move it. That's gentleman's rules. Falric, are you telling me you don't play that in your own house game? You touched the piece.
Make an intimidation check.
By the way, Seth and I grew up playing chess against each other, and you're getting some actual 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. He kind of looks up for a minute and he says, I suppose I can owe you that. And he goes back to his wolf and moves his wolf forward 2 spaces to meet yours. Go move.
I put the boar in front of the rat that's in front of the fish.
Do I know how to play this game? Can I roll for things?
You can make an intelligence check for me. In fact, Emmett, before you move, I'll make another intelligence check for me too, trying to piece together what the hell is going on with this game.
Is it? Wait, while this is going on, while everyone's distracted, is there anything I could steal in the shop? Easy.
There's stuff all over the shop. Most of the stuff is in a case, save for the things that are just loose on this like coat rack. If you want to try and steal one, you can.
Any small items that I could quickly.
There's a few hats, but they're super like ornate. I mean, you have a full on like bright blue hat with like this big giant white feather. Like you could steal it, but it's not like you put it on and be like, no, I was wearing this really specific hat the whole time. Like it's not going to be easy to. But
I'm gonna take I'm gonna try to mage hand steal the feather out of the hat just for boredom's sake.
Okay. So you give me your sleight of hand. Hey, what was your intelligence check?
It was 5 total.
5. Okay.
My intelligence was a 14.
You've heard of and seen dragon chess. You know of it being much more complex and like more involved, and this is nowhere near that. You're just like, this hobo made up a game, and I don't know what's going on.
Word.
All right, I'm moving my boar, and I rolled a 14. Sorry. There's a lot going on.
So what you picked up, Emmett, from now that you're kind of seeing this, especially after he was forced to move and you've moved, your boar, you notice now that the materials that these things are made out of is correlated, as well as the size of the things. They are basically small to large, and it seems like their value, so to speak, also raises the like metal pieces are the larger creatures,
right?
And more like fragile, dated stuff that's made out of like wood and stone and stuff is the smaller ones. That's the only kind of.
What's the biggest piece?
The biggest piece is the bear.
All right. Well, I put my boar.
And right now you have essentially your like.
I'm making
smallest 3 kind of in a line. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is fair. All right. So you move your boy up. He kind of looks to you, and you see him kind of furrow his brow. He looks down and he grabs his fish and moves it behind, like in the corner, like around it in the corner to kind of hide it from everything. He says, "Suppose you do know a bit, or at least have enough of your own luck to surprise me. At the very least, I did not expect you to last this long. Your turn."
Falric.
What was your total sleight of hand there?
18 plus 7, so that's 25.
That is a lot. You mage hand up and grab this feather, pulling this long white feather out of this blue hat. Yeah, and this thing is like 2.5. So you're just
How big is it?
The feather is like 2.5 feet long. Like it's huge. Yeah, dude. So there's just this feather, like you're just creeping this feather over, like, come on, while they're playing their game. Falric would, like, Emmett has his back to you essentially because he's, playing this game, but Falric is too involved in the game to notice, and you have this really. Continue, Emmett. What were you saying?
Two boars, one bear makes a game not fair. That's what they say in my house.
Right. Are you missing pieces or something?
I take my wolf and I jump his wolf to go attack whoever's in that corner or whoever's in front. Like, okay. I don't know. I doubt that that's a thing, but I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fair.
Like, but I'd want to make it look like I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, I'm just like.
That's fair.
And then I take his wolf off the board. And
he kind of smiles and nods and says, "Bold, you have captured the first piece. That's fair." And he reaches over and grabs his bear, and he slides the bear over, and then he jumps your wolf and your boar with the bear and takes them both off of the board.
I figured you would make that move. You played right into my trap carp. Yep.
Got him.
Yep. Yep.
Got him.
Yep. I take my
Got him.
fish and I jump his bear diagonally. I think that's how that works. I don't know if that's possible, but I do it, and I just pick his bear up
and
the board.
he stops. He like grabs the bear and puts it back on with your hand and puts it back. He says, "You can't exactly risk your fish. Otherwise, I win the game. You see."
I was making sure that you weren't playing reverse. That the bears were the most important.
Right, children's rules. No,
Right, exactly. Honestly, your game is so sloppily put together that I sometimes find that maybe the children's rules are the real rules of the rules. I move my fish backwards instead.
He moves his.
I start sweating though. Like I'm like starting
He-
to just like
Profusely.
He will move his boar forward, basically blocking off your fish, to where you. It's like being in check. So
yeah.
not looking good, is it?
I don't have 200 gold, so just gonna throw that out there. And
That's fine. I didn't tell you what I would require if I win.
then I don't want to play anymore. Good day. And I turn around to start to leave. Slow, kind of slow walking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As he's walking out, you see him kind of, namely Seven, you and Day can see Farah kind of look. He goes from kind of pleased with himself playing this game to very disappointed very quickly, upset. He's just, you see him kind of quickly close up the board. Make a perception check. You two.
Oh, me and Midger?
You and
Or
Word.
Day? I'm rolling hot today. Come on.
You said perception?
yes,
16 plus 2 is 18.
18. Okay.
5 plus 2, I got 7 total.
Okay. Maybe distracted by all the stuff in here. Day, you don't really notice too much other than him just looking kind of distraught. Seven, what you pick up is as he's closing up this box, there's like this shimmer of light, and it's he just has these black leather gloves on, but you now notice there is a shine because he actually has this like black metal obsidian ring on one hand, and it looks very familiar to like you make the recognition. Sure.
Recognition?
Sure.
Recognition. You recognize the size
Reconduce.
that ring and the like case that Emmett found in the keep are very like those are similar. Like it's not just a normal. That's not a normal.
Oh, I remember those weird rings.
Yes.
Should I, you know, I'm just going to.
You just notice that as he's packing up and he like jumps off the counter and is stowing this game away, and then it is almost.
I'm going to, I'm going to say that I'm going to tell him that we ran into that at the keep. Sure, why not? I'm gonna say, hey, I recognize that ring.
Kind of, you see, just his head pops up from on the counter. Says,
hey,
what?
That beautiful ring
Same.
there
Do I
on
hear
your
that?
little digits.
You hear that?
Discord group chat.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Emmett, don't you remember that weird forge that we ran into? Didn't you take some of the stuff from that forge? Way back
The
when?
one in the keep specifically?
Specifically the keep.
Yes, I do. I turn around slowly on my heel. What ring? And I look at Falric.
He
Come on, Ricky.
He kind of just smiles for a moment, and you see him just hold up. It's just this gloved hand, but you see him kind of turn, and you notice that there is a bit of a like you wouldn't have noticed it normally, and that's kind of the point. There's just this black obsidian ring. Emmett, you recognize it as showing basically it's almost akin to like a class ring or like a Super Bowl ring kind of deal. It commemorates being a member of one of the aspects of the anvil.
Oh shit!
Falric, do you know who I am?
No?
Are you lying
Should I?
to me?
Should I?
Not specifically.
And he kind of like, he's now very guarded, shall we say. You can tell his whole demeanor has changed. He's not this kind of happy-go-lucky he has been. Now he's a little more reserved.
If I would take a guess, I would take you as an aspect of envy or greed.
You just see this smile slowly crack across his face.
But
What
upon
do
the
you
game,
know of the anvil?
I know enough. And if you don't know who I am, that's probably better for me, overall. Are you currently
Sure.
working?
No, we'll say it's one of my many arrangements, and he kind of shows the ring. I have a contract.
I would love to discuss this contract at a later date, but currently, and I mean this, I am running out of time. We all are.
Look, why don't you... You've given me enough to think about for the rest of my morning, at the very least.
I'll say this. In the future, there may be more trade than I thought. And I reach into my stuff and I just pull out the case that makes rings. You know what I mean? Like the one that has a ring. I just pull it out and I just hold it up. I'm not offering this currently because I cannot part with it. But I think we both know what this is. And this is one of the first things we found in the bog.
You found that in the book.
Yes. Yes, we did.
And I know for certain that you have no idea what that is. And he tosses you the luck potion. But if that's the kind of things you all are finding, you had better stay alive so that I can see you again.
What aspect, Falric?
Greed.
Good.
I don't know what any of this means.
I put it in.
Super lost right now.
We will talk again. I'll make sure of it.
I hope you will. If there's nothing else you gentlemen need, you see him kind of jump up, and he's got the cloak like wrapped up, and he sits it on the counter, as well as a small like wooden carrying case with 4 health potions in it. He just sits it on.
Oh yeah. Hey, anything for a guy who's pretty good at and I'm gonna do a backflip.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Oh god damn it!
Hey man, you're not quite skilled enough yet to just do a backflip. I don't know what my camera keeps doing.
Should be.
You should be. You'll get there.
Watch me fuck it up, dude. I've got.
That's kind of one way to... Nope, you're just on fire right now. So you
19
good
plus.
for and you just see him stand there and just pull off this like double backflip, almost silent landing, just back in
24.
place.
Literal
ridiculous.
Samjai. Like literally.
Yeah. He kind of looks at you for a moment. He's just like, you need stuff for what? I'm a little lost. I mean, I have an order coming back for these boots. I'm getting enchanted that you might be interested in, but they're not ready yet.
What about anybody who's good at a little sleight of hand? I take the feather out, and then I tickle his little nose with it.
He kind of like brushes off, and he just gives like a quick sudden just like a weird little sneeze. And he looks over to the hat rack, and he looks back to you.
I place the feather down and I slide it across. It's like this came loose. A little
right.
Weak. Anything?
He picks it up and says, "No," pointing at you with the feather, and then like kind of almost scratching the side of his head, but with the feather, and he says, "But you come back, and I'll let you see what this hat does, eh?"
Oh,
I like him.
yes, sir.
I say loudly as I'm looking at the other two people. I like him.
Just
I like him too.
look, just come back, right?
Okay.
Gentlemen, please wait for me outside. I have to have a word with this man alone.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure. I'll go. I'll go downstairs.
Day.
Maybe.
Don't kill him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't kill this guy. He seems nice.
I won't.
He's a little crafty, but
I
who
would,
isn't?
I would prefer if we all. You see him kind of backing up down the booth a little bit.
He's.
I
I've never
would- I
seen
would
him kill
prefer-
anyone. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've never
like
seen him,
it,
but
it was.
I
I promise. No, I promise. I'm sorry. That was
Gentlemen.
aggressive.
Please wait for me outside.
I'm gonna back out
Okay.
slowly. You're fine, dude.
Okay.
You're fine. You're probably fine.
You guys
Yeah.
head downstairs. You are met essentially with, at the base of the stairs, is standing this big dragonborn with his arms crossed. He just says,
D-man. Who's the man?
Hey.
"Stow it. What's going on upstairs?"
I don't know. Dave,
Oh,
our warlock friend is.
He's having a moment. I
He
think
needs
I
to have
don't
a
know.
one-on-one. I think
harmless.
he's attracted to.
I think
Falric.
it's
He kind of pushes
think-
past you. You see him shout up the stairs. He's like, "Everything all right?" And then you all can hear Falric reply, "For now, just stay close."
I think they're gonna kiss.
Yeah, I think it's kissy face up there probably right now.
I wait until they're out of earshot.
Sure. So it's just
Nice
you and
save.
Falric upstairs now.
Fulric,
Yes, he says rather sheepishly.
listen. When we come back, and I know that we will, you don't have to worry about us not coming back. But I have an addiction, and I need to know where I can
Oh,
get what I need. Do you understand me?
super bummed I can't hear this right now.
I'm looking to purchase ragweed, dwarven weed, elven herb. There are many names for it. I'm looking to see what options I have. Do you know if this shop can help me, or do I need to bring my business elsewhere?
You are looking for something along the lines of basic herbalism. That's downstairs where the general goods are. I'm uncertain as what you.
I need to get high, Fulric.
Right. Do you?
Poor gnome.
What are you, 13?
This poor gnome, dude.
Hey, bro, you cool? Cause I'm
First things first.
I'm looking to get.
For our bargain and this cloak and our deal, the 100 gold, please.
Of course, I put down 100 gold.
His brows kind of raise, and he grabs the bag and looks at it real quick, and is right. You see him just pocket it and says, "Suppose if you are seeking to expand your horizons," he
Indeed.
disappears. After a moment, he pops back up and he says, "If I'm being honest, I have no idea what these do." And you see him sit on this small little glass mason jar, and there are these three small little, almost like blueberries, but they're really huge and like overly swollen. Think like moonshine cherries or something. They kind of look a little off. And they look like they've been steeped in something. Says, I picked these up from an auction, if you will, and I have yet to see what they do exactly, but you're welcome to find out.
I open the jar, I smell it, I go, and I look at him knowing that he doesn't know what he's holding, and I say, "All right, How much for all of these?
I'll tell you what. We finish the contract, and you take no liability if this kills you or does something weird, and you can just take them. How's that? Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. I will.
I'm sure you will. If you're not going to kill me, then I suppose we are finished.
We are.
Right. Just formality, and you see him kind of pull out this bit of parchment. He pulls out a small red feather quill and kind of like licks the nib and is tapping it into the ink pot, sketches up a quick contract, basically saying how you all are going to have a business agreement with him. We'll go over details later if you ever need to read it, blah, 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 a bunch of jargon, and then draws a line, pushes it over to you to sign. Says, I'll take your signature as word for the other two as well.
That how signatures work.
You're not here.
I sign it as a completely different name. He has no idea. I just make something up and I sign it and I go, thank you very much for your business. I hope to see you soon.
What are you signing it as? I get you're making something up, but like if you're just going to write like Bobson, he'll kind of have an idea that that's made up.
John Amore.
Okay. You sign it as John Amore. He looks at it and just he says, right, well. Be happy to see you again, Mr. There's nothing else you need. Enjoy your...
Don't tell my friends my real name.
Right. Your secret's safe with me, John. And he disappears behind the booth again.
Hey, well.
All right. So I got my stuff. I walk out to meet up with the guys, but before I do, I just pop one of those right in.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh
my god.
Which, by the way, you got more art for what you have in that jar.
Oh shit. It is really, I can't like save and put it unless you send me. Oh my god. Mike, you want to pop that up on your screen for the people?
17 total. Oh wow.
Who
nice.
drew what? Who drew
This
this?
is another. So there's a string of items that some people created just like text-wise, just told me their idea. And then Bearded Jalapeno he's like, hey, I'm gonna take a stab at some of these. So this is another same guy who did the
Dude, jalapeno.
You're popping
Pretty
those
cool.
in your mouth?
Nice, bro. Yeah,
Dude,
just pop
shout
one
out
in.
Bearded Jalapeno. Thank you
beautiful.
so much. That's incredible.
And size-wise, I mean, those things are like this big.
Dude.
Oh my god.
So
Sure.
It's like it's big. It's
Do we see him do this?
I know
I
he's
bite-
doing this upstairs. I think.
I bite
I mean,
like half of it.
it's not
as
quite
in-
that. Not like palm size. It's like
Grape.
like a really fat grape.
Testicle.
Like
Fat,
you
sucking
could
these
have
fat grapes, dude.
you could just pop the whole thing in your mouth.
All right, I popped the whole thing. I rolled a 15 plus 2.
17. Okay. You bite into it. There is just this like it's almost like moonshine cherries is the best example I can give you. There's like you bite it and it's almost like a shot goes into your mouth. Like it's super gusher, if you will. More so than you're expecting. It kind of catches you off guard and you just down the whole thing. It's very medicine-y. It's almost like it's very medicine-y and very syrupy and thick. Almost like a rotted fruit or something that is just like fermenting. And
Down.
but it does have this kind of it has that like sweet fruity kind of aftertaste. It's very harsh initially and then it finishes really nice. Initially you don't feel any different. It's a weird taste. It was unique. It's definitely the first time you ever taste anything like that. And at the preposition that this might do stuff to you, you've never had. You don't even know what this is. He doesn't know what it is. You have no idea if it's going to react in time or not. You don't know what's going.
Gotta have my fix, man.
As he comes, when he comes outside, can I look at him? Or is he? Are we?
Yeah, I mean, he
are we out
comes.
of the
Yeah,
shot?
he comes. I'm assuming he comes because he did this right as he turned and left. So he's come down the stairs again. Durham kind of just has gone off to the side. Says, "Right, if you all don't need anything else, or I suppose if you need me, I'll just be over here."
Kind of walk past Emmett and Seven. Go, hey guys, we have a job to do. Let's go. Kind of like walk past them, in leading the way toward the box.
Okay. Cool. So you guys exit the shop.
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah. Emmett, you or not Emmett? Day, you have the cloak and the potions as well. I'm assuming since you made the purchase and have all of those things.
Yep.
So if you want to distribute, if not, you just have them. That's fine too. So you all are heading towards the bog. Is that correct?
Give 7 the cloak, I would assume, and who doesn't have a potion?
I mean, he comes down the stairs with this rack of potions and the cloak.
7, you want the potion? You want a potion? What's going on?
Are you asking Seven if he wants a part of what I just bought, Emmett?
Yeah, I was assuming.
I would assume that I'm the one that you would ask.
I was asking for all of us, kind of like as a social thing, but I guess.
Yeah, maybe ask me though. I give you each one potion. I take 2, and I look at the cloak. I look at 7, and I'm holding the cloak still. I'm not wearing it. Just holding it in that thing he gave us, and keep walking.
Okay.
I follow.
You all pass through the busy streets and eventually make it to the large Jurassic Park style big double gate leading out into the.
I look to the guards, officers. Are they the same ones? Is this kind of like the same duty?
Same ones you've seen before, but no one you reckon. Like it's kind of one of those. That's a guard, but not. Namely, the only one that you've talked to that you know of. Is
not the one I fucked. Well, I fucked with like one guard at the.
There's one you fucked with. It doesn't look like that guy.
Okay.
He was all he might have a night rotation because he was also.
Okay.
It was a little more. These seem a little more crowd facing types, right? There's
Gotcha.
lots of people out here, so they can't be as abrasive.
Officers.
It just kind of just give you the nod. Says, right, you're all heading to the bog then.
Yeah, we have a date with that thing, and I point up at the sky.
Right.
It's true.
Sounds lovely. Your funeral.
Anyone? Any officers looking to save the world with us?
No. I think I'll just collect my wages and stand by this door for a few.
What do you guys do? If I may be so bold, what do you actually do? Because I'm serious about this, and I find as guards, what are you guarding? What do you actually do?
The rest of
I
the
message
people
Emmett.
who are keeping their mouths quiet, really. But thank you for your concern, citizen.
I message Emmett and I say, you either intimidate or you persuade. When you do both, it will never work.
I just do this over my shoulder.
Right.
Lols.
Are you going? Or should
I'm going. We're going. Have fun
Right.
guarding.
He just kind of hails one of the guys up on the wall, and the doors are beginning to slowly creak and pull open. As they do, you all notice out of the corner of your eye, there's this small kind of flash of color. Briefly, like you just notice it. There's a faint, and there's this really large white owl that swoops down and lands right on your shoulder. 7, you're just hanging there, just kind of looking around.
Does he have a note on him?
He
Hey,
does not.
Good
what's
boy.
up, little buddy? It's been a while. I'm assuming everything went off a-okay.
You don't see a note on him.
All right. Well,
Let's do
looks
it.
good to me.
Let's do it. Let's
Ow.
do it.
All right. So
Into the bog.
you all head into the bog. what direction are you heading, or what are you doing? While you think of that, I'm gonna take like 2 seconds. I have to use the bathroom real quick.
So
I consult my Fey patron Casmine, and
Well, we
now
already have-
that
it's actually- we already have,
Mecabad's
like-
gone, Sam's gonna be Casmine until.
Oh, cool! I get to be Casmine. Hey, boys, it's me, Casmine.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I'm back to save the world.
Oh damn.
We actually know what direction we should be heading already. We made like even a map for Archon of like the general direction of where we're headed into the bog. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we all know where we're going. Actually,
Yeah, I think so too. I would like to ask the DM. I guess I'll be the DM now. 7, make a Constitution saving throw.
Why?
Against what?
Make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
We already know what direction we're heading off. I'm pretty sure we even made in that general direction, because we made somewhat of a map for Archon, didn't we?
You did, and at least it's one of those like
In
you haven't
fact-
had the whole bog mapped out, but you've been to the same places and like walked the same direction every time, and that
We
gets
have
getting easier and easier.
directions in his book, I thought.
Correct. Way to go.
So, correct. Casmin basically gave you directions to the cemetery.
Which way, Day?
I think you're still muted.
That way.
There you go. Cool. So with you leading, why don't you go ahead and make a survival check at advantage for me?
I also, as we're entering the bog, I wanted to slip on that robe.
Okay. Cool. You are wearing this kind of over all your other robes. It's this deep green, kind of like a almost brown green cloak.
Got enough robes there, Day? Kind of clashes
No.
with the rest of them.
It's green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
So,
I'm sorry. You said I make a
Survival
what check?
check. Survival check at advantage for me.
$10 total.
Okay. Basically, with the help of this map from Casmine, you can piece together enough to see where this path branches off from the river that you have come familiar with following, leading up towards the keep itself. And there's enough detail to kind of guide you. So, following Day being your navigator, essentially in this endeavor, you all spend a few hours traveling up this river and basically make it past. He starts like taking you on this little side path that's just mapped out in his book. As you all are traveling, you begin to get more lost in kind of the more jungly, heavily forested area of this bog. And you also now notice that there are several large like mounds of earth that are in different areas now. Like you're just in a totally foreign area of the bog where it's not just straight and open with trees and everything else. There's much more elevation difference where there's small kind of valleys and channels where you like have to walk through things. The trees themselves are more mangrove style where they're these big vast root systems that actually are 4 or 5 feet up out of the ground where it's just marshland. Still very just hot and muggy and kind of gross in this swamp. Eventually you all come to what looks to be a bit of a clearing. Make a perception check for me,
Everybody? Ooh.
Yeah.
Um, 13.
7
15.
plus 2, so 9.
Okay.
Oof.
13 for you, Emmett?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just this, there's just it's a clearing, and then there's like a small rise in the middle of it, like a little bitty tiny berm or hill or something. And so the tree line again on the other side that you just have to like go across, which is the direction you need to continue, Day, looking at your map. What you also notice, however, across the way, hanging in the top of these trees are about 4 or 5 what look to be like really big, and I say really big, like the size of a wine barrel, like hornets' nests up in the trees.
Can I avoid them?
Day is the one who notices them.
I say nothing.
Gentlemen, let's try not to make much noise or bump these trees as I look up, kind of pointing with my eyes.
What are those? I look up.
You, as he points them out, you notice there are several large bees' nests, hornets' nests, something along those lines.
Oh.
Some big. It's about 4 or 5 of them over the span of like 60 feet.
Can I try and like look at their base or anything, see if I notice like any traps or anything that may set them off, like connected to them?
Of the hornet's nests?
Yeah. Are they connected to anything? Or are they just like natural?
From where you're at now, I mean, this is like a 50, 60 foot clearing, and they're up in these like 40-foot high trees. You can see them. You have to get closer to make that kind of inspection right now. And based off of your basic perception and him pointing it out, you just see that they're there, but nothing beyond that.
Is this clearing? Is this where we're supposed to be, or we're supposed to be past it?
Looking at the map.
I'm asking Day.
Well, yeah, Day, you would know. Looking at your book is this like you need to go across this clearing and continue through that tree line.
This is the path.
Lead the way.
I walk, but a little more slowly, looking at the floor in front of me, making sure I don't make too much noise.
Okay. So you're going to be y'all are going a little slower. For anyone who is cautiously moving and checking, either roll stealth if you're trying to sneak, or if you want to be looking out for things, roll an investigation check.
I'm gonna be looking for stuff.
I'm gonna be snaking.
In the box.
Yeah. 13 total.
Okay.
17. Investigation.
Okay.
17.
And 7, what are you doing?
We're just going across the clearing, right?
Well, we're seeing what 7's doing. Yeah, you're now checking for stuff. 7 Day kind of ducks down and is like quietly moving.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna follow Days. I'm just gonna kind of do my best to sneak.
Stealth it up. Yeah, there's some good high grass, like a 10, 12 inches where you can kind of creep if you need to.
It might be creeping.
Emmett, you notice about halfway across this clearing as you guys are all moving across it, there are a few. There's like a couple of like wild boars, like bodies that are long dead and kind of rotted out, like half eaten. Naturally, nothing like looks off here. It's just you're out in the wild, but you can see that they are covered in several like big welts. You find like 2 or 3 of them, and they look pretty messy.
Hold. What is this? I point out the boars, looking at the hornets. Can I make some sort of connection that possibly that's what they got killed by?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think the bees, the hornets, whatever's up there, they may be a little bit more dangerous than I initially thought.
These also look fairly old, like a few days old.
These guys are hungry.
Yes.
I use minor illusion, and wait, are we in the middle of all of these?
He's noticed this in like the middle of the clearing. Yeah, you're having to get across.
So we're at this point, we're surrounded by these.
Well, no, they're just on one. So like you guys started on this side and needed to get across the clearing to this side. All the hornets are on this side, or the nests that you see are on the.
So we're still walking toward them.
You're halfway across, and you're having to go towards
Can
them.
we just go through the trees around them?
Man.
Would you guys like to go through the trees around them?
I say we move one direction and get them to move the other direction.
But if they don't move at all, then we don't have to do that. And if maybe we don't trigger them, you know what I mean?
Let's walk around this right side, then I'm going to cast an illusion far over past the left side of some boars rummaging around. Hopefully get their attention to go that way, and we'll go the other way.
Okay.
It's true.
Sweet.
Maybe.
So
Very angry.
You release this spell, and you guys can even hear far from the distance. Pretty convincing. It just sounds like a bunch of boars like, tearing up some underbrush and, squealing and making. Don't really hear any other sounds besides that as you all press forward on the right side. You guys continue on for. We're just continuing at a normal pace. Are we trying to hide? Are we just moving? We don't care.
Moving forward, I would assume. At a walk, a brisk
Yeah, like
walk.
Gentle
a
pace.
normal, a brisk,
Yeah,
like gentle
a
pace.
normal pace. You're not
Yeah.
you're not trying to just haul ass through here, and you're not exactly
No.
trying to be sneaky.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're trying to be smart about it for the first
Cool.
time in our lives.
You all carry on forward. Again, the landscape changing to be much more like maze-like, so to speak, where there's not just clear openings where you have to like go around a big hill or something, or I mean you can go over them too, but these are much like it's a good 15-20 foot hill, enough to like block your vision, or you have to climb over the top of it to get to the next part. Tree cover, scattered thick vines and bushes here and there. You're in a heavy, dense jungle-like swamp.
Oof.
Okay.
You carry on for, we'll say, another hour or so. If you guys want to have any kind of conversation, feel free to interrupt me. But for right now, we're just moving this along as you guys are just tracking.
I asked 7. You like the idea of being invisible, huh?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. However, you did pay for that cloak with your money. It is yours to do as you wish.
I kind of wrap the hood a little tighter around my head, clearly saying, like, yeah, I'm wearing this as we keep walking.
Okay. Eventually, you all come to another small kind of clearing where there's another mound, but this mound does not look natural in the sense of this is like a bunch of earth was like piled and dumped here. Think of like a big mound of dirt on a construction site. There's just this small clearing. It's not as big. It's like a little bitty 30-foot, 40-foot clearing. And there's just this massive, like 10-foot high mound of dirt and some rock, like loose earth, just piled in the middle. And you can also see there's like a bit of a path that's muddied on one side, like to and from the mound, showing like heavy traffic, so to speak. You can notice the imprint of several footprints and what look to be like track lines from, say, like a cart or something.
This cart seems to be going in a similar direction as we are.
Is that where the tracks look like they're going?
I mean, they just you come up to the clearing, the tracks like go off and to the left.
Never mind. These tracks don't look like they're going in the same direction.
I mean, they may be taking their way around something. We don't really know what we're up against here. I'd like to look for more traps. Anything in rest of this clear? Like, we're on the tree line, right? Like, looking into this.
Correct.
this
Yeah, I'm
second
like
swampy
saying this
clearing.
as you come up to it and you see it. It's like, hey, you see this and you can either go check it out, or I'm not going to be like, you're standing on top of this thing.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know it as you see it. So yes, it's like another break in the tree lines or over a hill or whatever.
Does it
and
look
then
forged?
You see that. Does it look forged?
Does the thing in
Pile
the
of
middle of
dirt.
the... Yeah, it's just a pile of dirt with stones that just looks thrown together?
Yeah, it looks like a pile of dirt. Like,
Okay.
think of a construction site. Like, if a bulldozer took a scoop of dirt and was like, here.
Oh, so maybe it was into the cart tracks that... I'm trying to figure
What?
stuff out. I'm piecing it together. I'm piecing it
That's
together.
fair. There's a pile of dirt, and there's like a trail where you can see that traffic would have gone like to and from this pile of dirt, as if something walked out, is dumping dirt here, and then going back. If that makes sense.
I say we go around it. I hate dirt.
Yep. I agree.
Unless you guys are looking to... I don't think we have time to... as long as we're safe. We need Asborn, right? I want
We do.
Asborn to live.
I will say this much at this point too. In this small clearing, you actually get a better glimpse of the sky, and it looks like a storm because you're more like it's much more. You guys are much closer to this swirling storm that is hanging in. It's a little more overcast, like being outside during a storm would be. Though there's no rain or anything happening right now, but you can hear just the rumbling and even the like swirling dark clouds above your head.
And that looks bad. That looks really, really bad.
Doesn't look great.
Not at
Doesn't
all.
look great. Love it.
I think we're running out of time.
What do you guys think?
Forward. Lead the way.
Forward.
Dave. Lead
Keep
the way.
walking.
Okay,
Keep to the opposite edge of these trees. Just keeping ahead, maybe
Sure.
for more hornets.
Checking the map, I'm assuming you're looking
Yeah.
at your book.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Keeping
So-
close to what Kasmin marked out for us.
Right. This clearing in particular, there's like a spot on your map where you kind of match it up to that to like pinpoint where you are. Except you notice this clearing is marked, and there should be a statue in the center of it, and there's this pile of dirt instead. And you can tell that going off and to the left, i.e., where the tracks are going, is towards where this big cemetery is.
So the tracks are going the way of we are going.
You have to deviate from the path. Yes, the where you need to go, essentially. Yeah, because it's the cemetery. You were told that it's all happening at the cemetery.
Gotcha. We may be coming up against it. I would like us... Day, I'm not sure what's happening between us. And I don't mean that in a romantic way, but I want you to know that I have your back.
Know that I have your back.
I put my hand
Are these
out.
drugs kicking in at all? Am I tripping?
Not yet. You haven't noticed anything.
Feeling fine. You know, you better double dose just to be on the safe side.
It's been
a good like 3 hours, I'd say. Yeah, we're approaching like the middle of the day. So far.
Put my hand out. 7. You wanna? I'll put my hand on theirs.
Imagination.
This is for Asborn. Let's go save him.
Oh yeah.
He put his line on the line for us.
He did.
For the Dragon's Guild of hopefully no longer lost Bjorn.
Yeah, let's get his ass.
All right, so
Let's
you
get
guys
his
are going
ass,
to
Bjorn.
Let's get his ass, Bjorn.
You guys are going to follow
The tracks
then.
towards the way that we think that, yeah.
Okay. You come through another kind of much heavier like tree cover, still winding between like hills and stuff through the easily traversed terrain. And there's another kind of clearing with some big heavy like clumps of bushes and stuff, patch of heavy tree lines. And then far up ahead, you all begin to see this like dark iron fence and some old like crumbling stone that's just covered in moss and all kinds of overgrowth. There's these two like big prominent arches that are very ornate with this big gates, and there's this big like old kind of ruined down stone looking cathedral building. Looks like a cemetery. This is far off ahead. It's way up ahead. You can see the whole ground is just muddied and covered with what looks like a lot of foot traffic. And even far up ahead, you all can see there's like a headstone would be, you know, like somebody's where there's like a gravesite marked by. There's like a lone tree, and there's just this big gravestone, you know, marking where this definitely seems just like a very old cemetery. It's not like it's a regular cemetery. It just was way out in the bog from who knows how long ago. And it looks like there's been a lot of movement and traffic in the area. Like you can see where there's just places where people have kicked up dirt and like carts have moved through. You even kind of see the path winding up through there.
Do we hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Any rustling?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh shit.
22 total.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. What the
13 total.
Seven, you listen- yeah, I mean, yeah. If you're all listening in as you get up here, sure.
Okay. Come. Ooh.
Damn.
Oh my god,
Dude,
let's
20.
go. Let's
Bro.
go. Let's go.
Plus 2s is
22.
22.
Yeah, you even can kind of hear some like you can hear like rickety cart noises sloshing through this muck, and a couple voices. Nothing too. You can't really make out what they're saying, but you just hear some people talking far off in the distance, like towards the structures. 7, you and Emmett just catch the figure of these two cloaked figures walking like just past the trees where that like lone tree with the headstone was. You can see two individuals like round a corner going towards the structure as well. You even kind of catch that they have these like almost like bright orange, like red orange skin, like covered in cloaks.
What?
But you just like you catch them briefly and like they don't look normal and they just
Wait, what color are the cloaks?
Green.
cloaks are normal. There's just these like
Oh.
yeah, You just see, but you catching the profile of the figure quickly as it moves and then disappears from your sight. Is it's not like a normal humanoid. It's got this weird like red orange skin.
Oh no!
And then
Well,
you
how
can
far
I'll
off?
say you also pick up a voice that just says, "Come quickly. We're about to begin."
They're about to begin. They're about to begin. They're about to begin.
They're about to
They're
begin
about to
what?
begin. I don't. That's got to be the ritual. It's got to be the ritual. It's got to
Hey,
be the
dude,
ritual.
what do you think their skin is? What the
Did you
hell
see-
is
I don't
that?
know. Did you see
Red
that
and
skin?
orange.
That skin was crazy. It was crazy.
There's
Skin's nasty.
a very loud and violent crack of thunder high above, and there's this flash of light, but it's just like green flash, and you can that happens, and then the whole atmosphere in the sky and all your surroundings kind of darken very heavily, signifying that this storm just like picked up intensity very suddenly and very quickly. Right after that crack of thunder, you also begin to hear this just horrible chanting that you kind of heard when you guys stumbled onto the keep.
Oh, not
The
this.
keep.
Not this.
All right, hang on.
Is there any way
you
to
know
get
what?
in? How do we get in? We have to get through this gate.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper to Mom.
The gate is like far off ahead too. It's kind of hard to see. In fact, let's just
Oh!
show you guys where you're at.
Yeah,
There we go.
I wanted to ask my bird if he could get a sweet his
Ooh,
eye view.
nice.
Well, he's about
Oh, we
to.
can
Let me
get
tell
that.
you.
Let's pretend.
Yeah,
That's what my
yeah.
bird sees.
So, again, we'll have some placeholders
Let me.
for now. Can you guys see this?
Yeah,
I need to
dude.
put you in
I
frame a
got you.
little
No, I
more.
got you.
Okay.
I got you. I got
Cool.
you.
What
you
that
guys
map
are-
do,
Man.
though?
You guys are all up here.
Man.
As you kind of crept forward, there's the headstone in the tree that I was talking about. You can see the gate.
There's a whole castle on this.
This is still a placeholder right now, but here's your little owl. We'll say it's your owl. All right.
Wait, where's
So-
it? I can't see.
Oh, it's a
Nothing
little
matters.
different. He's chilling with you.
Oh, dope.
I can't see it. Will you
Um,
bring them up a little bit?
Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to. It's getting a frame for where you guys
That's
are
it.
and what's.
Yeah. Basically the edge of the frame is the most forward character.
Yeah. I can see it
Hmm.
now, kind of. I think. Oh, most okay. Right, I forget what the overlay cuts
Yeah,
it off.
it's a little
So you
cropped.
guys have crept forward a bit. Like right up here is kind of where you saw, like the figures were here and then disappeared that way behind the hill, going towards this whole structure. You can see this layout and see all that up ahead, like through the tree lines and everything. Like you could see it as you all crept up. But there's definitely something going on over there, and you'll have to get over there to see what it is.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh.
Can we creep around that hill?
Fun.
Just to like start creeping forward? Gentlemen?
Yeah. Let's creep the hill.
I don't really have much of an option here.
Can I make an acrobatics check or can I climb on top of this?
You can, but like the way the hills are laid out is quite literal. They are like completely exposed on the
Those are
top. They get
cliffs.
up to about the level
Oh.
of don't take full on cliffs. You can get up them, treat them as more like hills, so they're traversable. But like being on the top of the hill would be like being even with the top of the tree line, as in you're very visible.
Right.
You're elevated, and there's no cover.
Yeah, maybe we should sneak around.
I.e., if something is in the courtyard, it's going to see you climb up onto the top of an
Right.
open empty.
Wait, so we're right by the headstone, or the headstone's a ways off?
I mean, that's right here. You're 20 feet from.
Whew.
Okay.
Have you guys ever done anything like this with the fate of the world seemingly hanging on your shoulders? I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous. I'm not exactly.
I'd have to say this is my first time.
This is definitely my first time. Well, at least our first time is
Still-
all together.
You
Very
still
least.
faintly just hear this chanting voice
All right,
performing this whatever's going.
All right, I guess let's push up. Let's push up. Let's try to sneak around. Let's
You
try to sneak
first.
around. All right, yeah. I'll take the lead, and
Okay. You can either continue this way where you saw the figures. You can also cut through the trees and go that way, or you can go you can circumnavigate the hill, or just go up on top of it. Like I said, that just risks you're out in the open and
yeah,
elevated.
no, I was gonna cut around the hill, try to use the hill as a
Like cover essentially.
cover. Yeah,
Sure.
cover, like kind of, yeah, Yeah.
I make sure at all times I'm as close to 7 as I can be,
Okay.
within touching range, basically.
Okay.
I
So
walk
you'll be like you'll be right
slowly
behind.
as I can. I mean, as slowly and as quietly. Like I am trying extra to just be as stealthy as possible.
All right. I'll tell you what then, Emmett. I'm going to say that you're going to move at half speed, but it'll allow you to ignore the disadvantage on your stealth.
Okay.
How about-
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So, go ahead. Everybody make stealth checks for me.
And I guidance 7, and I'm gonna put my hand on and be like, I believe in you, friend.
What's guidance?
You could add a D4 to your stealth check.
Can I, wait.
Oh, neat.
I can guidance 2 people, can't I?
I mean, it's a cantrip. I think you're mixing that up with bless right now.
No,
Or bless,
guidance. Yeah. I look at. I've never even thought about that. Can't I guidance all of us, real quick for this? Is that crazy?
Technically, yeah. I like to keep it in the realm of like not just super abuse where you're just touching everybody saying you can do this for D4s. You take your 30 seconds to give everybody the pep talk and guidance you all as you're moving forward. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I got a 10 total, but that's after I used my luck feature. I rolled a natural 1, and I used luck.
You have luck too?
Wait, can I use luck?
So if you guys
Any
took
roll,
lucky
man.
feat, any roll of the D20, you can choose to re-roll it and pick which result you use, but you can only do that 3 times.
All right, I'm using my luck because I just
3
rolled a
times
7.
per long rest.
Ooh, I just rolled an 18.
You all have guidance as well, so add a D4 to that.
And then 2,
Some lucky
and
boys.
then so that's 20, and then it's a stealth, right? So it's
I like
I don't know why
Sam's
I'm using
face.
this all now.
I have a feeling it's a natural 1 for
It's
Sam.
not a natural
God,
1.
dude.
It's just not
Okay.
great.
So it's 18 plus 2 is 20 plus stealth is 25 for me.
25 for 7.
Wow,
Day, what is your
man.
total with
10.
your D4 as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And Emmett?
4.
Sweet. So 7 sneaks up.
Wait, that's with guidance?
Oh yeah, baby.
After
You rolled a
luck?
0?
I rolled 5 total. I
Doesn't mean you rolled a 4.
I don't have luck.
Oh, you don't have luck.
Oh, you
Word.
don't luck.
You both took luck feat?
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
We're lucky, baby. You should took the
Good.
potion, motherfucker.
All right, so you guys keep up, and you feel an appropriate amount of stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go ahead. I think this is where we're going to take the break.
Oh,
pick up all this stuff.
All right, okay.
What's going
I
on?
feel that.
Where are we right now on the map? Post stealthing around. Are we where we?
It's where you are. So and you can see the red owl now at this point because I'm using the placeholder. But that's 7 and you're right behind 7. Emmett's a little further back because he's moving slower to try and be.
All right, break time, right?
Break time.
Damn, dude.
Break time.
Who knows what they'll do, man? I don't know.
I'm ready if
All
you
right.
guys are. All right, guys, we're
ready
gonna
to
get back
jump
into it.
back in.
Exclamation point gameplay back in the chat.
Oh yeah.
See you on the other side.
All right. So
Let's go.
last we left off before the break, you guys had snuck up to this dark cemetery with this horrible storm going on overhead. You can hear that performing some kind of ritual or something going on. Your worst fears realized, so to speak. Emmett, you and 7 caught a glimpse of some people like heading towards this structure. You guys were. What else you got going on?
Can I make my way up to them now? Since I was like going half speed behind them.
I mean, yeah. If they stay put, you'll eventually catch up to them. Sure.
Yeah.
So you're all at least together before you kind of round the corner.
I'd like to pop my potion of luck that I just got.
Okay. So you pop the stopper on this little small star-shaped vial. Bring it down. It's kind of citrusy and very bright. And it's got the like whiskey burn. You feel that warmth all the way down, and it hits in your tummy.
This is the luck
Did
potion?
you just say the word tummy?
Yep.
All right, yeah.
Feels good.
Feels good, man. Feels good.
Feels good.
We need to
You
get over that fence.
You feel kind of lucky.
That potion. Yeah,
Just
that literally that potion.
Yeah.
I just
So
popped
sick.
that one.
It's so sick.
That's so sick. Who drew that again? Bearded jalapeno.
Bearded jalapeno.
Shut
He
up.
said
This
there's
is fantastic.
He said it's not so great because it was his first time doing like a glass vial. I was like, "Are you
Are you kidding?
Look at that thing!
Are you kidding?
I feel like I could reach out and drink that.
That's insane.
I want. It's awesome.
So good.
Austin, is your
so good.
camera there? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked that.
It's all good. It's all good. 7. Can you find a way over that fence? I'm assuming that. Can we see the ritual ground? I'm assuming. I know I can see it from the bird's eye, but
I just don't have stuff placed out there
Yeah,
because
yeah.
your like field of vision is cut off. You'd have to like round
Right.
the corner to actually see.
let's get
Just-
going,
there's-
gentlemen.
Fog
Can
of
I
war,
see
so
it
to
through
speak.
through my bird eye?
If you want to send him up, you absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To the
So
sky,
you're gonna send him up to the sky. Go ahead and make a perception check at advantage because of. So at advantage, and you get a +2 for your owl.
18. It's an 18.
God,
Roll
Michael.
again. Roll again.
I can outroll an 18. What's up?
18 and what's the
Well, advantage. So just roll again. See if you get.
It's a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So a total of 20. Easy enough. So, bird flies around, does a couple laps, is seeing what he can. And what he notices is these two. Where are they? Here they are. A couple of cloaked figures.
No. No.
Including
What are they holding?
this guy.
No.
What? All right, that's more than enough, I think.
Okay, that's I need to
And-
stop
That'll
now. Nope, that's
No,
enough.
no.
No more. No, okay.
All right, green flame.
Oh,
Not great.
Right.
Okay.
There's this small mote of this green flame, which you guys have seen
Oh,
before,
God.
just kind of hanging in the air. You can see it violently. It's almost as if, like, think of holding a torch in like strong wind, how it's like being blown
Please
all
don't.
about, but it's just the flame. I mean, it's not windy like that, but you can see it's very animated in the way it's like writhing and moving, though it's affixed in this place above this altar. You can see this just mud and stuff everywhere too, kind of kicked around. A lot of traffic seemingly in this area. You can see that there are also several like basically dug up like grave sites and stuff all around in this area.
What?
Like it's all this ground looks like it. Think of like best description I can give you is turned over like earth, like on like a new construction site would look like before they like lay foundation, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my
It was a
God.
regular graveyard and it's all just been dug up and gone through. Not
Oh my God,
great.
it's like a party in here.
What do you see,
Not
Simon?
great.
I'm just gonna relay to them everything that I see
Okay.
from the owl.
Yeah. Well, so point of order here. When you're using your like warg ability to see through your familiar's eyes, you can still telepathically
can
communicate
speak, right?
with it so long as it's in range.
Right.
You can speak, but you cannot. You cannot
See.
hear.
Or see.
Right, they would have to like. You can feel things like if you patted him on the shoulder and like use that as a symbol, he would
Okay.
know because he cannot hear you. He can speak and like he can say I see this, I see that, and you guys can hear him in 7 speaking down here, but his senses are up here
Right.
in his familiar.
Yeah, so I'm just telling them about the green flame and overturn the
Yeah,
ground
go ahead.
and
Yeah, go.
and
I
also
mean,
also
tell-
guys, I think
Is this ground considered rough terrain, so it's hard to walk over?
No, it is very muddy, but no, it's not that thick or deep yet where it'd be
Okay.
obstructing movement right now. Maybe for something like a cart, sure,
Right.
but not you guys.
also I think my owl's a little hungry.
I don't
It's just
know how
something
that
else.
is currently relevant. Does he need to
7.
be fed?
While
to
in the eyes of your owl, you also see this main hooded figure who is
No.
who has this book and it's
Oh,
reading
no.
something. You see him like gaze up and just kind of grit his teeth that he noticed your owl.
Oh no!
And he's just looking to the other two for a moment. He just says,
Get out
he
of there,
like,
owl.
pauses for a moment and he says, "We should continue, but we have others to deal with."
Come on.
God damn
you
it. Hey, they
son of a-
spotted us.
Spotted your owl.
So loud.
Oh, my owl, rather.
Let's I rolled a natural 19, so pretty.
Oofta.
You know what? Let's just get into it. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
From here?
Oh shit.
Yep. They are aware. They are aware. They don't know where you are. You are hidden, but they know that there's someone here.
I don't want to die.
Wait a minute.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. Check this out. That's actually really good. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Wow. 8 total.
Yes.
8 total.
Yes. 16.
Okay.
Put
Alright,
me
here
up
we go.
top.
Come on, initiative. That is a fucking 2.
You get a +1 on that, or?
Plus
What was your total, Dave? 7?
plus
8 total.
8 total.
plus 1, so it's a 3.
And a 3 for 7. Nice.
Oof. God damn it, man. All these good rolls for nonsense.
Okay.
For doing I'm getting 20 nat 20s doing backflips in the fucking general store.
Yeah, that's what you wasted all your good rolls doing backflips trying to impress the little man. Oh man.
Okay, Emmett, you are up first. So you at least heard loud enough that we have company.
If I were
We
to
should.
dash forward as far as possible, how far would I even get on this map?
So let's just say there's 30, and you can now see these 2 figures who seem to be channeling some kind of something into this green flame, as well as this main cloaked figure. As you round the corner, he kind of locks eyes with you.
Well, I'm just asking. I'm not actually doing any of this. I want to make sure that, like, I want to know what 30 looks like. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, that looks like 30. I mean,
30.
I get it. You just need to tell me what you're doing.
That's what
30
I'm at.
would be
That's
like
what
the
I'm
edge of
asking.
the-
No, I said
30 would be
how
like to the edge of the hill.
to like the edge of the hill. From this distance, being this far back, do I see a way over the fence at all?
I mean, it's
How tall
it's
is it?
just a fence. It's a decently. It's I don't know, 8, 9, 10 feet, something like that. I mean, you could try to climb over the fence. Sure, just
We're in the 6-second realm here, huh? We're just
which is also what I'm trying to say. If you're just saying I'm dashing forward, I'm taking that as you're dashing forward.
Not even a little. I'm
Ah,
trying to figure it out. I would like to, well, hopefully I'll see you guys on the other side. And I would like to cast Bless on all of us.
Okay,
And
have a bless.
you are blessed.
What does that do for me?
D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah. And then I would like to dash forward. I don't really see what else to do.
Right. I mean, you use your action to bless them.
Right,
so
right.
You can move forward.
Yeah.
And
Oh, sorry. Not dash. Like the full movement's 30, right?
Right. So you bless everyone. I'll see you on the other side. You run up forward, mace drawn and at the ready, and you now lock eyes with
Are they
these individuals. Go ahead.
They're within 60 feet, right?
Of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, roughly, yeah.
As
60 feet's a pretty good distance.
As my bonus action, I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon right next to the main guy.
You cannot, because you blessed. You cannot cast 2-leveled spells in the same.
Oh, I didn't know that. Even if one's an action and one's a bonus?
Correct. That just
okay.
dictates what kind of action they need. You cannot cast 2-leveled spells in the same.
Then I stand waiting. Good.
Okay. Yeah. So like, with spiritual weapon, you can like cast it as a bonus action and use your action to cast a cantrip or attack, or like you still have your action. That's the benefit there. But no two level. Okay. Up next is the big dude.
Great.
He just kind of glare at you as you rush around the corner, Emmett, and he kind of grits his teeth. You see him slam the book closed and like stow it. He just says, "Don't stop for anything." Looking at these, and he approaches over here.
I'm not happy about this.
Oh no.
Oh, what's over there?
And you see him kind of, like wave his hand and like fling his hand over, throwing the lid to this sarcophagus.
What?
Hold on.
What?
I don't know that any of you are over there to see. Yeah, so you just see him throw this big stone lid and it just slams down in the muck. and currently no one is over there to see what's inside of it.
Can the owl see it?
Can't the owl see?
The owl can see. You're not currently?
I'm not
Like
currently
you-
in the owl, right?
I mean, you can be. It's up to. I guess technically you would still be in the owl. Make a perception check on the owl because you were. Yeah, you were. That's how they noticed you. So you are still in the owl.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So
You have
12?
you have advantage. It's an owl,
Oh, yes.
and it'll be +2.
4.
Okay.
So 14.
14. Okay. Easy enough. Looking inside of it, you can see it's a pretty large humanoid with this kind of salt-peppered red beard. He's covered in just mud and a few cuts.
Oh, man.
You can see it's our good old buddy Asbjorn,
It's our buddy.
No.
and he seems to be currently unconscious. He doesn't look dead. And even looking at it, you can see he looks beat up, but he's not currently moving and not currently conscious. Not in a unconscious dead, but like he's just laying there. He looks pretty pacified.
Jeez.
Pacified
God.
/ tortured, beat up. Who knows? Not looking great. And that is his action. That's his turn.
Oh boy.
Up next are the pair of ladies by this weird. You guys look kind of bad. You're gonna see them both. They drop their hoods and their cloaks, kind of like casting them off. You see them fall onto the altar. This long black hair, kind of shaking down, loose from the hoods. There are also these small, tiny black horns that are curled back, going through their hair as well. Now
Horns.
see this bright red-orange skin reveal itself,
Down.
and
What are
they
they?
both kind of you see them both like drop their hands down by their sides and kind of slowly just raise them up as if they're pulling or lifting something quite heavy, and erupting from the earth with a loud
Please no.
kind of ripping sound. You just see these hands punch through the earth and the mud and pull themselves up and out of the earth. Just this, and a bunch of corpses
No, come on. Come on.
pop up from
Balls.
all of this upturned grave.
Oof.
And then they both turn to each other, and you see their hands flare with energy as they begin channeling energy into this fire.
Yikes.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Dade, is your turn.
I cast invisibility on 7.
Oh.
Okay, so you reach forward, and you touch 7, and you see his form just meld into nothing.
Sick.
Ooh.
Kind of smile at him like, I knew you'd like that.
Hey.
What's up, baby?
Hey, thank you.
And then
But 7, you feel a hand like on your shoulder, at least a like reassuring. Just a pat on your shoulder, and then nothing. Anything else, Day?
I wrap this cloak around me a little tighter, and I try to get a little closer within. I mean, I'm around the edge of this hill. It looks like most of them are within my 60-foot Eldritch Blast range. Wait, is it 60 or 120?
I think Eldritch Blast has a 90-foot range.
Sick.
120, yeah.
120. There you go. Yeah.
So
Plenty of range.
as long as I can see them from around that corner, I should be able to hit them. So I wrap this cloak around me a little tighter,
Okay.
and I make the move to stealthily kind of move around that corner just ever so slightly, so that I can see everybody.
Yeah, like
But I'm
here. You wouldn't be able to see everybody. You have to come out more like this way. You can't see the dude over by the sarcophagus. It's kind of a
Right.
weird. But I mean, like here, you can see? Say you'd have to be like here, which would also be the full extent of your movement. Kind of crouch behind that little gravestone right there to be able to see both of the individuals by this altar.
Okay, cool. And as I crouch, I'm hidden, correct? Because of this cloak.
Well, not quite. You had to remain quiet and still. So moving up to this position, like if you didn't move, it might work. You can still stealth up here and like take some cover behind this thing. You can.
I want to stealth up there.
Oh boy.
Well, let's see. I mean, that'd be taking the hide action, and you use your action to cast invisibility.
Right.
So for now, you can't do all that in the same turn. But the beauty of this is, if you don't move next turn with this cloak, you might auto kind of hide and not have to worry about hiding next turn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That's totally cool with me.
Okay. 7, it is your turn. You are currently in the eyes of your owl. You can dismiss that and go back to like your normal form as a free action. I'm fine.
You warg out.
Okay. So you come back to normal consciousness.
Okay.
You notice you're invisible.
Ooh.
That's got to be jarring. What?
You can see up ahead of you, Evan and Day are charging into the fray. Day taking a bit of cover and getting a sight on what's going on. What do you do?
Shit. Well, I'm invincible. I'm gonna, I guess, fucking run.
Okay.
I guess, or move forward quickly, hop over the fence, and then,
Oh man.
You're trying to hop the
Fucking-
fence?
Oh man, I'm
Yeah,
freaking
how-
out.
yeah, how far am
I'm
I?
freaking out.
Okay, well, so let's see. 30 gets you in line with the rest of the guys.
okay.
Now you can use your cunning action to dash as a bonus action to try and jump the fence, which will give you another 30. You're welcome to.
Right. Wait, what's closest to us? Is that an enemy?
So no, there's just a bunch of statues and stuff. We've got some
okay.
zombies in the courtyard, and then it's everything is in here. That's the enemy. Stuff outside is just like statues and stuff. That's not an enemy.
So if I'm invisible, right? If I were to hop that fence, would anyone notice me?
They'd have to roll really freaking high, and it'd be at disadvantage because you're invisible. To just notice you.
Okay.
They'd have
Yes,
to roll
I'm
like
gonna
two
use my,
18s.
Yeah, I'm gonna use cunning action dash to
Jump the
get
fence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a road boy.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check to scale this fence.
Fuck me, dude. Do you see that?
Jesus.
Dude,
Are you
Mike
serious?
with the rolls
That's
tonight.
3!
Nay, man.
Are you
So,
shitting me?
Proud of you, dude.
What the
They-
fuck?
you can hear this just
Oof, I'm
faint,
kissing this
just
dice.
Kiss it. Oof, kiss it.
up behind you. You feel a hand on your shoulder, and you go to look and turn, and there's nothing there, and there's like this rush of wind moving past you
Acrobatics.
with momentum. You can see a
Acrobatics.
small, slick, like mud footprint on the top of the statue in front of you, and then you just hear this. There's just this.
I'm flipping, by the way. I'm
No
flipping.
one can see. I'm sure you're doing like a crazy half gainer, like Olympic style diver. You're doing all this crazy maneuvers, and you just run through and 3-point landing on the other side, very easy. You still have another about 10 or 15 feet of movement. There's a Zambo right in front of you. You can get up on him, but it's up to you if you want to do that.
I can't attack him since I used my action, right?
You've only used your bonus action so far.
Oh, that's right. Oh, right. Well, can I get up on him and fucking give him a little juxin?
You can absolutely do that. So you run right up on him, and you're gonna swing at him. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Stabarinos.
At
All right,
advantage
I'm a-
because you are invisible. You
I'm
also
invisible.
are currently blind, so that's add a d4 to it.
Oh my god, dude. Hang on. Oh, fuck it.
He's so excited. He's just
He's
throwing
rolling
dice
too
at
well,
it.
and now it's on the ground.
No, right? I feel like does that negate its energies? That's a 12.
I guess we're about to see.
Advantage because you're invisible.
That's a
Oof.
16.
Okay.
That's
You
Yeah.
plus bless, but you're already gonna hit either way, so that's fine. So go ahead and roll damage. You do get sneak attack because you freaking popped out of invisibility on this thing, and you had advantage on the roll. So go for it. So
Okay.
this is with your short sword, right?
Yeah, short swords. That's 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah.
Where
yeah,
are you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's 5.
Okay.
So it's 8, and
Mhm.
then for the
And then 2d6 on Steam.
I love it when you talk dirty to me. Keep
Dude,
going.
yeah, keep it coming.
It's 2.
More.
That's a 2.
That's
Four.
right.
So
Total
it's
of 12 damage?
Yeah, 12 damage.
Okay. You flip over this fence, and then you run up towards this zombie, and you just draw your short sword, like you rake it right across like his shoulders and his collarbone, going all the way across him horizontally.
I wish I had a sword, dude.
There's just mud and flesh that just kind of go flying enough through that, partially through the fence. You guys see this. You see Seven's form like materialize as he's doing this swiping motion, just cutting into this zombie, leaving this pretty deep gash. It's still standing, but it's a deep cut.
Ooh, that's a nice deep cut.
Deep cuts.
Okay. Top of the round, Emmett. It is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Bring it. Bring it.
I would like to run and try to hop the fence and get in there. And if there is like it looks like I can maybe do 15, 20 feet of get over the fence. And then if I get over the fence, make it book my way towards them.
So are you trying to run and just jump the fence? I
Yeah.
mean, this is open. You can just go through there.
Oh, it's so much nicer. Okay.
I was
Yeah.
I now see, looking at it on. So
Yeah.
this is literally
Yeah, I thought it was
an
all-
open archway. It's a gate.
Why didn't you do that one more time?
Yeah, can
Seth?
you do that for the
just
people?
one more time?
Yeah,
This?
yeah, I need a little bit
This is an
more.
open gate.
I need a little bit more.
I'm gonna need a little bit more
okay.
foreplay before
Yeah.
something like that happens.
Yeah, man. Dude,
That's your finger.
I was a little confused about why everyone was so adamant about jumping the fence, and now I realize, like, that's one of those. This is a playing across the internet struggle. I was like, guys, there's freaking giant open archways.
I didn't. That's
What's
why.
going on?
Yeah. All right. This makes a lot more sense.
My bad.
It's thinking of all the cool backflips I could possibly do because I'm also such a cool backflipper.
In
I
the
look
armor.
at the clearly open fence and
Right,
run.
big
and run
open archway. Yeah.
I would like
Like, that's
to.
easier.
All right. As I'm running.
Which makes me look like a total dickhead that last round. It's like, why is he going over the fence?
I mean, no, because that was also on brand. You would have totally done
Yeah,
that. So
I would have done that anyway.
It's-
That's true.
Strategically, it's better to attack from. I like that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would
man.
like to run forward, shield out, and
Sure.
as I'm running,
Ooh.
pray to Diragosta real quick, and channel
Okay.
divinity, turn undead.
Ooh.
Oh,
Give
what?
me some.
What are these
dramatic
tricks?
flair on that.
Yeah.
So you got shield with your symbol forward. You charge forward.
And
You can.
I'm
This is 30. You can be close to one. I mean, do you want to be more?
Yeah,
Where do you want to be?
I would be right up on her.
You're like you're 5 feet short. You're just shy to be like
Okay,
fully.
cool.
You're not engaged.
As much as I possibly can, yeah.
Sure.
I
To be
would like-
fair, this is. I'm not trying to cheat it. It's just they were
Sure.
on like a weird axis. They're there.
yeah,
to be
if they're on
in.
actual squares, yeah, perfect.
Yep.
By Diragosta's hammer and my mace, and I just hold up the mace and try to turn undead with my channel divinity.
Awesome. So what's the? I think that radius is 30 feet. Is that right?
It's anyone within 30 feet of me, yeah. Any of the undead.
So all but the very farthest zombie, which is pretty sweet because they're the only ones that are undead. That's wisdom saves. 5.
Yeah, and I think DC's 12.
I don't think zombies are very wise.
You know what else doesn't help is how does a 4, a 6, and an 8 sound?
That's what I'm talking about.
That sounds
yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, I'm sorry, their wisdom is a -2. So
Oh.
a 2, a 4, and a 6.
4 and a 6.
Okay. If it fails its saving throw, its turn for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage, a turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't
Right.
willingly move within a space 30 feet of you. It also can't take
Excellent.
reactions.
So you Seven, you see him run forward, and he calls out, "By Diragosta's hammer and my shields, flee!" And he slams his shield kind of like down into the mud. There's this
Dude.
quick little pulse, like blast of. You see this like little wave of light kind of rush out from him, and as it washes over these zombies, you can see them like some of their flesh kind of peels back Indiana Jones style. And they're actively like shielding and kind of cowering from him, and there's just this horrible shriek as they are
Dude.
afraid of him.
And now as my bonus action, can I cast something since I didn't do that was not a spell?
Oh yeah, that was
yes.
So
Oh
you didn't
my
even.
goodness.
Let me double check on Channel Divinity is just a thing you can do that has limited uses.
As an action.
It's a free. It's just I use my action to channel my divinity. So yes, you still have your bonus action.
Awesome.
Bonus
As my bonus
action.
action,
Wow.
I would like to stand up and point my mace at the person in front of me. And
well, I mean, keep going. I need to check in. Let's be clear here, because is it still just turn undead, or have you gained the destroy?
I think that's
yet?
no. I think destroy. I don't see it on my thing. I don't see.
I want to double
destroy.
check just because it might matter. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't happen until next
5.
level.
Yeah, it's level 5.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't have it
Okay,
yet.
cool.
As,
Just
as,
making
as sick as that would be.
Well, I didn't want to skip over that if that's
Yeah,
something you
of
would have
course.
done. That would have been.
No, I would have said it, but it's not there yet.
Okay.
I'd like to cast spiritual weapon right next to on the other side of that tiefling demon thing in front of me, and
okay. Let's see if I can get something. I've got something here.
and the form, the air splits open into a white blinding light as an arm and a giant hammer just appear, ready to smite some bad boys.
Sick.
Smite some bad boys.
We'll just do the tiefling that's closest to you. Is that what you're wanting?
Yeah, we're gonna fucking double team her.
Which where at? Like here, here.
Just adjacent to her, honestly, like in front of me. Yeah, that's fine.
I know this looks goofy, but there's a big floating
Yeah, it is.
white arm and hammer right there.
I'm literally
ready to
summoning Arm and
smack
Hammer.
some- Yeah, pretty much. This is a dope turn. That was a very cleric turn of you.
Dude.
I love it.
That was so cool.
Okay. Up next is this big dude, and he's gonna turn as you're doing all that, and he just see him snarl again, disgusted, and he looks back into this sarcophagus, and you see him arc his hand over it, and there's this weird purple energy emanating from his hand, and he just picks his hand up, and you just hear him say, "Rise." And both hands grab onto the edge of this sarcophagus, and sitting forward with this just vacant look on his face, you can see Asbjorn sit up and climb out of this coffin, reaches
Not like
into
this.
it, grabs his hammer and picks it up,
like this.
and he just is staring forward blankly.
Not like this. Not
And
like this.
This guy's going to just back up in the corner. All right. Next is their turn.
Not
Two
like this.
tieflings. Let's see here.
E2 Hasbro.
Ooh, they got some nifty stuff.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't. Come on. Come on, dude. Not like that. Come on, my man.
They're going to turn to you, Emmett, and look at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Closest tiefling to you just kind of turns. She outstretches one of her hands towards you, and you hear her bark some kind of word in a language you don't understand.
Oh, I have
Do I
bless.
understand it?
I have
You
bless.
have
Right?
bless.
Oh, I'm lucky. Oh, I'm lucky.
You are lucky. You picked the
Oh,
potion.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Yay, luck.
You are lucky. Go for it.
Oh my god. How many times can I do lucky?
You have 3 uses of them.
I rolled a 2. We're doing it again.
Oh, man.
Come
Oh
on!
my god.
Natural fucking 20 on the third one.
There we go. So is that
So-
cap out your luck?
Yeah,
You're-
I'm good. I'm done. I did all of them.
Okay.
Just burned
I
all of
just-
them right now. But
Great.
you see her kind of raise this hand at you, and she shouts this terrible word in some language you don't understand, and you can feel this energy wash over you, and you begin to lock and seize up.
I knew it. I
and
fucking
then-
knew it.
There's that warmth that you had from when you took this potion, kind of gurgling in your gut, and you feel it swell up inside of you and kind of counteract this and wash over you head to toe, and whatever whatever was happening is resisted. And then you turn it off. Pretty dope. Pretty lucky.
Lucky.
Just
Pretty
trying to
lucky.
hold person my ass again. fuckers.
The other tiefling.
Oh god damn it!
Is going to raise her hand.
Come on!
Come on, Sam.
Bark this command at you. I need you to make another wisdom save.
So plus my wisdom, and I get blessed on this, correct?
You do. It's a saving throw.
9
A 9
total.
Wow.
Okay. So semi-fashion, you feel this energy wash up,
them.
and you are currently paralyzed as you are locked up in place. Not good. Emmett is paralyzed. Okay, sweet. Up next is Day. Day, what you doing?
All right.
What you doing,
All
Dad?
right.
You can see Emmett. He ran up there and did some stuff. Seven is chopping into a zombie. You saw some spell casting going. You heard some figure that you can't see currently, far off to your left, say right. Remember, you guys can still also communicate during combat and just keep it to like something that could be said in 6 seconds. You're doing your actions.
Right.
You can shout something real quickly.
Where's this person with the book?
You can't see them, but they're way over here. That's where you heard the voice.
Oh, they're way in the back. I
Like
thought they were on the
your
altar.
field of vision is like here. You can see through the gate like this. You can see all of this. You can kind of see over here, but it's obstructed. But it's way up there.
Okay. I cast Hex on the dude next to Mike, the undead dude.
Zombie. Okay, you can see him enough to cast that. So he's hexed. That's fine. What are you hexing?
Now, if I choose Charisma, when the Hex moves, it remains on Charisma.
No, I'd say when you move it, you get to choose what it's hexing.
Oh, I do.
I'll look
Okay.
into it. For now, that's what I'm gonna rule. I'll look into it afterwards, but for now, yeah, I'll say you get it. Like if you move it, you're getting to choose what it is.
Okay, I'll do it on Strength, and then I cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack for me. You are blessed, don't forget. So you have plus
Is that plus? I'm sorry, plus what?
a D4.
Okay. 18 total.
18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So I got a 10 plus 6, so 16 plus my invocation. I get a plus 3, so I do 19 damage.
What?
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
What?
So 7, you see this you see these
What?
lines. Think of like Venom symbiote style, right? There's these like little like black sections that begin to almost cover this this corpse's body and its flesh.
What?
And you kind of see it like trying to scratch it off of it, and then there's just this sailing beam of energy that just erupts from behind you and just smashes into his shoulder, knocking his arm off and like sending him kind of spiraling to the ground.
Wrecked.
He needs to try and make a save, which I don't think he can. No, he cannot. The like whole top half of his body is just like blown apart.
Oh my god.
Looking back over your shoulder, you just see Day standing there with his palm outstretched and a faint fading light coming from the small jewel in his palm.
And now keep in mind, I haven't moved, so if I maintain my hiddenness and just creep my hand out of the cloak, do I maintain my cloak's ability?
For right now, we'll find out. You're learning how the cloak works. So you fired this blast, and now you're just gonna hunker down.
Yeah, I stay put.
Okay, awesome. That was sick.
You sniper. Sniper, no snipey.
Up next is some of the Zambo.
But I also I move my hex to.
But it'll be at the beginning of your next turn. You don't get to move
Okay,
the same.
right.
Got it.
All right. So zombies turn. They're slurching out through the mud. 7, it's your turn. Zombie that was right next to you just got blown apart shrapnel style. You can see Emmett up ahead. Actually, I take that back. They can't do that. They're scared of you.
Yeah! Even
This
though I'm
one is
paralyzed.
Anyway, so he's going to go this way because he can't really move towards you.
Run away,
We're gonna try
bitches.
And that guy hasn't gone yet. So 7, it's your turn. You can see Emmett kind of locked in place.
Is he still invisible after that attack?
No, when he attacked, he
No.
revealed himself.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Oof. Can you stop
All right,
paralyzing me, Seth? Why do you hate me? Seth, why do you...
It's like you're fighting the same group, so you should know. Like this is not new.
Can't
This
do
is their.
anything about it. They're just gonna do
It's
the
not
same.
currently.
I have a mace. You know, I gotta punch things.
Got a punch.
7, what you doing?
Oh yeah. So how far can I move up?
I mean, you got 30 feet. You can get a good ways. I mean, you can go. What do you want to do? Do you want to hit the zombie? You want to go try and hit the?
I want to try to creep up on that fucking tiefling, my man.
Okay, you'll have to. Let's see.
I don't think they can take. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, they can't. They're feared. So he's right. I mean, that zombie's all cowering and doesn't like Emmett,
Yeah.
so it's not going to get to swing at you. So you can just run all up on this lady if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up on her.
You're getting up. Do you want to get behind her? Do you want to get onto this
Yeah.
circle? Or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, you know, no circle. I want to try to maybe attack her from behind
Mhm.
while she's doing.
Gotta
her
get her
thing.
from behind, man. You gotta hit it.
While she's worried about Emmett. Maybe
Yep.
have at her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your.
Would that count as a sneak attack since Emmett is right next to
No, because he's
I'm
not.
not
There's
5
5
feet.
feet between
Oh,
you
'cause
guys.
he's not fighting, he's paralyzed.
Nothing.
Just-
Right. Nothing is doing.
Thanks.
Nothing triggers sneak attack.
My
Right,
spiritual
right,
weapon
yeah,
doesn't. LOL.
No, it is not
Ha.
an ally.
I
Oh,
tried.
I forgot. Yeah,
I tried.
it's all right.
I know
Alright,
it doesn't,
come
but I
on.
wanted to try. I
Come
tried.
on, attack dice. You know, I'm a. Fuck. I have to say whether or not I use luck before we count it, right?
No, you
No.
just roll, and then you can choose to use luck after you see
Oh.
what you roll. It's not. Yeah, you just have to
Oh,
choose
neat.
before you find out if you hit or miss or save or fail or any of that stuff. Before you find
Alright. 12 plus.
out,
what do I do?
you're blessed.
Yeah.
And don't forget whatever your plus to hit is with the weapon should be on your sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So that's a 5. So that's a 17 plus 2. It's a 19. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, my attack is
19 definitely.
on the
Yes. Stab her.
19. So I'm gonna stab her ass with my sword.
Get it with your sword.
So where the fuck did I put my? Oh, there you are.
He's stressing out there, Samuel.
I'm stressed. I can't move.
I love it.
My soul is paralyzed.
So it's a 4 plus 3. That's a 7.
7 more damage. Okay. 7 damage to her. She's going to make a concentration check. You can see her channeling energy into this spell. And she continues to be sick. Natural 18.
Son of a
Um,
bitch.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage. Maybe put some distance.
Okay, where you wanna? You got another. Well, let's see. I mean, you can disengage. You really only got 5 more feet because you don't like gain extra movement from the all disengage means is you don't provoke if you break
Just I
contact.
don't know. Maybe back up. You know, back
Just
up
jump
a few
back to
feet.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Bam. All right, sweet. Up next is that scared zombie's turn, and all he's gonna do is turn around and smack you since you're now right there.
Oh god damn it!
Can he?
The zombie right here.
If he's
He cannot willingly move towards you, and if he does try to attack you, it's at disadvantage. And so far, he's meeting all those criteria. It doesn't mean he can't. He has. What? Read your turn undead again
Well-
for me, because they can't move towards you, right?
a turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't
Okay.
willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action to try escape
Gotcha.
from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
So it's going to run right there and take the dodge action then, because it runs into the corner of the fence and it's just dodging. It's shrieking at Sam, and it hates you, and somehow you're paralyzed, and it's still terrified of you and Diragosa. Sweet, good turn, zombie. Emmett, it is your turn. You are currently paralyzed. At the end of your turn, go ahead and make a wisdom save to try and break.
Hey, Sammy.
14.
All right. With that, you mentally endure the restraint you have and push through, breaking the spell.
Son of a bitch.
See this tiefling look over you at her shoulder. Quite. Sweet. All right. Up to
Asborn, don't you dare. Don't even look at me.
I'm not excited about this whole Asbjorn situation.
Me either, dude.
That's not making me happy.
Me either, dude.
Going to walk
Right.
forward.
Yet again, we're gonna have to kill somebody else from our past.
No.
Not again, dude. We were just doing
He
this.
looks towards the two tieflings. He kind of looks over everyone, looks at the two of them, and he just says, "Steadfast. It's almost complete." You see him kind of bring his hand forward from the side, and as he does, you see Asbjorn run forward.
Oh, god damn it.
That's it. Stop moving. Stop.
Here next to her. Still just this blank expression on his face, just kind of 1,000-yard stare forward. Just almost unresponsive. He looks like a. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Up next is two of them. They're going to take the dodge action and continue to channel. They just got their instructions. They're pretty fanatical. Day, it's your turn.
Okay.
You can see these two just kind of like leaning into it almost and putting their hands forward, as you can just see this energy pouring into this green flame as it flickers and flares and is growing in size a little more. The storm above also intensifying as.
All right. I moved the hex toward. I can't see this person with the book, right?
As he's kind of come forward now, you also see this like weird Asbjorn step forward. You can see this guy just come into play, and you see him as he does, and he brings his hand forward as Asbjorn walks forward. You can see him.
I move my hex to him, and I make it charisma.
Okay.
And then I cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll your attack for me. You are still.
It's a D4.
Bless is a D4. Yep.
All right, I use my second lucky slot.
Go for it.
Oh.
Oh, D20 plus 4
Oh.
plus etc.
What, is it nat 20?
Yeah.
You nat 20'd?
Awesome.
You nat 20?
Okay.
Dude,
That's big.
On an Eldritch?
that's huge.
Yeah. So you're getting the crit. So for damage, you're now rolling 2d10 for your Eldritch Blast, as well as 2d6 psychic damage for your hex.
my
That also
God.
crit.
Here we go, bros. Let's see.
Yes!
Plus, I get a +3 for my invocation.
Right.
Oh,
You got
my
Agonizing
goodness.
Blast. So it's pretty. Yeah. So 2d10, 2d6 plus, and then tell me what that is. I'm
He's
gonna go
gonna
with a lot.
blast!
It's
He's
19.
gonna shoot. 19.
19 damage.
Okay, so same way you guys see this kind of like dark energy manifest and cling to the form of this cultist, and there's just this shrieking beam of energy that just slams into him, where you can see that dark energy kind of ripple and wave and pulse off of him, even just like
What?
hearing and feeling this impact. And he's reeling from the hit. You can see he kind of like drops down to one knee almost to like steady himself from the impact. He kind of coughs for a moment, coughing up some blood, and he just slowly stands and stares forward, determined. That hit rocked him, but he's still focused on what he's got going.
Wait, who did he hit?
The dude with the book.
The dude with the book.
All these fucking book guys. All these book
He,
guys.
man, lots of books.
Also,
He had hombre numero uno. Huh?
yeah.
Wait, so hold on. When you roll a d20 on an Eldritch Blast, you get 2 beams?
Wait, what? No,
Wait.
well, you crit. You double the dice, dude. So it's
Yeah.
like it would be
Oh,
normal.
okay,
for Eldritch
cool.
D6 yeah, if you crit, it's double.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you double,
fuck yeah.
double the damage dice if you crit on an attack.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, that hurt a lot.
Blast him.
He needs to make a
Damn.
concentration check.
Ooh!
Yeah. Except I rolled in that 20. This
What is happening? It is a Christmas. What is happening right now?
Christmas miracle.
Nat 20s I've ever had in a game ever, dude.
This
We
is
feel like-
everything is
ridiculous.
nat 20.
This is insane. Okay. Okay. So, it's the zombie's turn. You're not held anymore.
BT.
And by the way, am I still hidden?
I mean, you don't know. You're
I haven't been
like
looked
hunkered down
at.
with your cloak. You don't exactly.
All right, cool.
And you are full sniper right now.
What's up?
I may have been wrong on this whole who to give the cloak to.
This one can't drown. This one can't willingly go towards Emmett, so it's just gonna get over here. Oh, it has to willingly go as far away from you as it can. This dude fucks off in the woods.
Poor Grandpa
Oh, he
Joe
just
came
imagine
back to
zombies.
life and just ran
There's this one
away.
time it's just like and just takes off.
Just huffing it, dude.
Grab one, it still just takes the dodge action again. It's not great. All right, 7, it's your turn.
Got him.
Oh my god, fuck, dude. All right. Could you just
Always,
give me a
always
breakdown
bring
of-
a cleric to your cemetery adventures.
Yeah, man, fucking genius.
So the breakdown is there is a zombie who is peeing himself on the fence, trying to like shove his body through the grate to get away from it. There is these 2 tieflings who are like channeling energy into this green flame on this altar. There's weird zombie Asbeard staring into nothing, walking at you guys. There's dude with the book who's doing some ritual stuff, and they all have this. He's told them it's almost time, or like it's soon. Stay firm, all that stuff. There's that
Alright, I'm
big
gonna-
spiritual weapon arm next to you, next to one of
Oh.
the tieflings. Emmett is finally free and in action again. It looks like, but yeah, I mean, you have a scared zombie and then all these caster people in this big circle.
All right, I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
My dude.
In an area that doesn't include Emmett.
Sure.
So wherever that circle ends.
it's a 20-foot circle. Is that right?
I can check it real quick.
I've got it too.
Yeah,
This
20
one
feet.
has it. Yeah.
20 feet,
So
20-foot range.
honestly, you can place it to cover Book Dude and both of the tieflings if you'd like.
Yeah.
And
See, let's do that.
maybe Asborn?
I'm
Yeah,
worried
yeah,
about Buck,
you can cover Asbjorn too, as you just got to remember it's only hit point. Like you're more than likely
Right.
not going to affect all of them because you still can. It's up to you. We're covering the most enemies as possible. So go ahead and roll your 5d8 and give me that total. Because it'll start with the lowest remaining hit points and descend from there.
5d8. It's a 6 and a
Those are
4.
those are D6s.
Oh,
are they
oops,
not?
sorry. I'm
Yeah,
a fucking idiot, dude.
Yeah, d8.
Hey, it's all good. We're just trying to keep it real. Keep it real.
You know what? No, you're right. You're right.
It's the like diamond-looking one.
Yeah, it's the
pyramids.
diamond ones. Ooh, this is. No, pyramids would be the
D4.
4 now.
Oh yeah,
You
sorry,
rolling those
double
dice, baby?
double pyramids.
That's a 3 and a 4. No, sorry, that's a 3 and a 5. I just these freaking these,
Right, the metal dice are a little different. Okay, so 8 so far.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's a 5 and an 8.
Ooh! 16, 17, 18,
Oh.
19, 20, 21.
20.
And
One more. Another 4. What the hell is that? That's a 6.
Okay.
So
27?
27 total, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. So
Like you're like, what the fuck is that? I can't see it either. I'm like right next to it. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, what
You
is that?
see this tiefling
Yes!
that you ran up and stabbed just
Oh!
slumped to the ground. Pass.
Oh, we got some strength, man.
He's the only one that-
We're good. We're good.
She's the only one that does.
Still.
Hey, right? That was just your action, so you
Yeah.
Oops.
Maybe
and
maybe-
I'll remind you. You have an owl that you can command. Just don't. He can do stuff in combat too. He's fragile, but there are things you can do with a familiar in combat. Just so you know. I know it's something new. So a familiar can take what is known as the like help action. So you can like command it help Emmett, and basically it'll like harass any enemy that he's near and give him advantage on attacks, or harass the enemy trying to attack him and can impose disadvantage. Now it's kind of in the same space and can be like attacked and
it could be
killed.
attacked.
It's like right, like but it doesn't have to just hang out. I mean, don't forget you have a magic owl that can do shit.
Oof. Oofda.
And it's essentially a free command for you because you just have to. It's like a free action to manually command your familiar to do something. You could tell it to hide. You could tell it to pick up stuff. You could tell.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for other people showing up.
Yeah.
Like, you have a magic.
Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna tell Path to tell it to keep an eye out. I don't want it to, because man, I don't want it to be just fucking.
Sure.
I feel like.
So I'll tell you,
like,
go ahead and roll a perception check with the owl. I'm just gonna. He's circling this whole area, keeping an eye out because that's the command.
Okay. Yeah.
So
'cause I don't
perception
want him being
check.
prey.
Yeah, perception check at advantage with a +2 to the result for your. And then
So
we'll
it's
move on.
It's an 18.
Sweet, it's probably great. So 20, possibly better.
It's an 18 again.
Damn,
Hey.
Mike, what are you doing,
Nice.
dude?
Okay, so
Dude.
yeah, Magic Owl.
Rolls
Magic
today.
Owl is freaking keeping an eye out. He will let you know if something is
Yeah.
happening.
I feel
Alright,
like I should tell
sick.
everybody. I would have put the owl in the mix, but Seth is very clear that I'm assuming with players when we get maimed unconscious, there's a, it counts. Like it's not just
There's
like
a toll.
There's
And you'll know this even from the spell because you did conjure him with a spell, right? It's more of a bond. Like take it literal. It's like your pet. The cool thing is it's magic, so it can effectively live infinitely. Because if it dies, you just pop it back into existence. Like you can make it again. But it's the same pet, meaning it knows that you like if you told it like, hey, go check in that room, and it flew in and like set off a trap and exploded, you could summon it again, but it's gonna know, like it knows. So it's more just garnered that relationship is all that is.
Yeah. So if I'm just like, man, I want the bird to summon the
Like
bird.
if you
The
told
bird's
your
like
owl, like,
fucking
hey,
shaking.
go fight that T-Rex, and then it got eaten. Next time you summon it, it's probably gonna be like,
Fuck you.
big fan of dinosaurs,
Yeah, man. I summoned the owl. The owl's like fucking like ripping out its own feathers, shaking.
No, it's all good. It's not gonna be that dramatic. But yeah, I mean, take care of your familiar.
Yeah. So just on guard duty.
So,
If worst case scenario, dude, sure, I'll have it help us out.
There you go. So, Magic Owl's keeping an eye out. You have cast a sleep spell. You still have your bonus action, i.e., your cunning action, and your movement.
I'm gonna maybe circle to the left of Emmett. And,
Okay. You want to get
hang
like,
out over there.
shouldered up right on?
Yeah. Shoulder to shoulder.
Boom. Right up on Emmett, sword drawn, ready for action. Sweet. Okay. The last zombie, who's the only one who's not scared, is going to run up on you, Seven, and try and smack you.
Schmack.
Fair.
Fair.
Keyword try.
Yep. Does a 17 hit you?
Okay, well.
Got
well,
to. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. Let's see.
Oof, I'm getting smacked.
Getting schmacked.
You take 6
Smack
points
me.
of bludgeoning damage as he just runs up and just like slams this rotten fist into you.
Oof.
Punches you like square in. Kind of catches you off guard. He like lurched towards you kind of slow, and you weren't almost like not expecting the blow to have that much force speed. Catches you with kind of a zombie sucker punch. Sweet. All right, Emmett, it is your turn.
Thank God. Does the ritual look like it's still going?
It does. There's definitely not as much intensity being channeled into it right now, but it's definitely still going.
I would like to walk around over her body, around the flame, and up to the other tiefling, and move my weapon on the other side of her. Right? That's enough.
Are you going? Where do you want to go? Like here,
Forward,
like this,
forward.
right up over the circle?
Other side to the tiefling, like in front of the statue on the top right. Right?
Like over here? Right, but I'm saying your travel path will be up over. You're going to be like right up on this flame. I'm just saying.
But I can move through her body, right? Like,
Yeah,
just walk
move
around
over
her.
her. Absolutely. I'm just saying to do that, you will have to go like this is not on the. This is on the circle. Even if you go over her,
Do I have the movement?
it's very clear. I'm hinting at something. There's a big demon ritual circle on. Do you want to walk into it? You'll have to at the path you're going.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not just like a step stone.
No, look at it.
I looks like stone. But I thought it was just like a stepping stone.
It is,
thing.
but it's covered in demonic runes. There's a giant green flame. There's a bunch of cultists channeling dark energy into it.
Right on.
Sam hops right through.
Do they look like?
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying
right.
I'm not going to be like, oh, you did it and all this stuff happens with that. You have the knowledge of you're standing next to a demon and you got told that there's some ritual going on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I see where you're going with
Sweet.
with this. The one that my weapon's next to
Is the one that is currently
asleep.
unconscious and asleep, but
is that one been attacked?
she has been attacked. That's the one that's 7 stat and then like backed up from. She's injured.
I'm
It's
just
also
gonna,
why she passed out. But
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk
she's
up
injured,
slowly
honestly.
to her and use both my bonus action attack with the weapon and my action to attack her.
okay, so you're kind of gonna tandem. You're gonna bring the mace down. Spiritual
Yeah.
mace slams down at this.
Yeah.
Solid. So she is unconscious and prone, so you have advantage
Right.
on both of these attacks.
Natural 20 on me
Oh my god.
and
We're
What the
going
fuck?
crazy tonight.
yeah, I don't understand. Spirit. You want to take
It's
care
a
of that
melee.
first?
Well, let's just do them together because it's all the same. Well, yeah, I guess we'll do them in time because you're. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage. It was honestly. So here's what's crazy: it was going to crit anyways because it's a melee
Right.
attack with
Yeah,
it.
Right.
she's prone.
She's unconscious.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just for prone, but it's because she's unconscious. She's asleep. So go ahead. Yeah, just. And remind me if I remember last time we said that this morning you imbued
It
your
was
weapon.
no. It was.
Oh, it was the armor?
Armor. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good to know.
1d6. So 2d6.
Clerics is so fucking cool, man. I'm fucking blown away right now.
Clerics are
That's
cool.
so.
17.
That's 7 damage from me smacking her. Total.
That was 2d6 plus
Smack
your strength,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 more. Sweet.
And then-
You slam your mace down, and you can hear this like cry of pain. She's jarringly woken up, but she has enough time to like kind of turn over and like catch herself still on the ground, seeing you standing over her, with this blow to her back, and then the spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
swings.
Bring the hammer down. Dear ghost.
Still at advantage because she is prone. It's just not gonna crit
19
per se.
Spiritual weapon doesn't get the bless, so 19.
No. Okay,
is
sweet.
the attack roll.
Great. It'll hit. So go ahead and roll.
And that is 1d8.
Mhm.
5, 6, 7 damage total.
7 more. Okay. So you slam down. She comes to conscious, swings around for a minute, kind of looks at you, and then there's just this kind of mirrored, echoed swing from the shimmering arm and hammer that just slammed down onto her.
Shit.
She kind of
Fucking
like
grounded
sputters
pound.
and coughs for a minute, clutching her ribs with one hand, seeing like much of her blood kind of pooling on
Oh,
the steps underneath. Not looking great. She's alive, but not looking great at all.
I want
You
you.
can spill some blood on a demon altar, huh?
That's what I say. I
Damn,
say I
dude.
want you dead, and that's the end of my turn. I want you dead.
She says, "Soon enough."
Oh, come on, dude. That's not what I was looking for. Pee your pants, lady. Come on.
Yeah, man.
They're fanatical. What can I say?
Yeah, man.
All right, big dude.
Asbjorn?
No, not that book guy.
Bookman.
Man.
Bookie, he's booking it. Don't
He's
come
going to
here.
walk up to you, Emmett.
Yeah, touch me.
Attack of opportunity?
Nah.
No.
He does. Nobody provoked.
Yeah, he has
He
to move.
walked
I think you have
he
to
walked
move
through ally.
through people's space.
It wasn't an enemy. Yeah.
Yeah. He just walked up to me.
Walks up to you, Emmett, and he reaches his hand out and like grabs your wrist with your mace hand like quickly. He just grabs it, and you hear him say something in the language you don't understand. Day, you speak it, and you're close enough to at least hear. You hear him shout. He just says, "Suffer," and as he grips onto him. Let's see if I hit. Oof. Probably. It was a natural 17 to hit. So it's what's his
+1.
-2.
It's a 20, not natural to hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it barely hits me.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see here. You suffer. Ooh. 22 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
He grabs onto you, and it's almost his fingers feel like nails, like shooting into you and digging through your arm. And there's just this shooting pain that just courses through your arm all the way up your body into your shoulder, and feels like it just surges through you. You kind of convulse a bit, shaking at the pain, and he releases you from his grip, and you can see just kind of this, like your veins are almost like pulsing black on your arm as you look down where he
Oh,
grabbed you. Clearly shooting some terrible something.
Yeah.
Not great. Bless is not concentration, is it? Bless is just OP.
No. Bless his concentration.
It is okay. So
Is it?
you need a concentration check.
Concentration's
Say it.
only for. Would paralyze have made it go away?
I guess technically it would have because you were incapacitated, but I mean I missed it. It's fine.
I mean, we could just say it's gone from this point on.
Why not roll for it? Huh?
Just roll for
Yeah,
it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll yeah.
you know,
I mean, I
the
get it.
rules.
We're all getting.
Do I get bless on this check?
Yes, because you are still blessed. You're trying to see if you maintain it. So yes, go
So
for it.
it's D20 plus what?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, cool. 15 total.
15. How much damage did I say you took?
22.
22. Yeah, so it's 10 or half the damage you took, whichever is higher. So it'd be 11. You're good. You're still maintaining.
Yes, we're blessed, boys. All right,
I like it.
I guess
I like
we'll
it.
take those.
Right? Well, I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
we'll take those.
we're all learning. All right, sweet. That was his turn.
Fuck. Why?
Jesus Christ.
Right. Okay, it's the other cultist's turn. Oh no. You're also going to see Asby
No, do
walk
it.
up
Yeah.
here,
Oh man, come on.
and he drops his hammer, and you see him like
No,
clasp
no,
both hands up
no,
onto
no.
this green flame,
No,
and you hear
no.
him kind of like look his head up, like he throws his head back, and just you hear this agonizing scream of
No,
pain,
no.
and you can see like his hands basically catching fire a bit for this green flame, and it's slowly beginning to crawl and spread up his arms, and he's just grabbed onto this.
No.
What the fuck?
Now it's the tiefling's turn. The one
Man.
who you beat the shit out of is going to stand up.
No way. Fucker.
She's probably gonna try to. What can she? Not a lot. She's gonna try and cast Hold Person on you again, Emmett, and I need you to make another Wisdom.
A wisdom saving throw.
You are blessed. Don't forget.
17.
Yeah,
right.
you shrug that off, like it
Nice.
That's
goes.
right.
She's kind of on the ground and thinks like she stands up, and as she's standing up, you can already see her very obviously kind of casting, and you literally just almost like bat her hands down to stop the incantation with your shield. She's just
Dang.
He's got my
Damn.
wrist here, and I'm all like, "Ka-cha-cha."
and she just kind of she just wavers in place for a minute, kind of stumbling forward to catch herself on her feet, clearly dazed and exhausted at this point. She's just gonna turn around. She kind of like looks at you and then looks over to Asbeer and everything he's doing. She just gives this big grin, blood kind of trailing from the corner of her mouth over her needle-like teeth, and she just turns around facing away from you and raises her hands and begins channeling energy
Come on, dude.
into this.
Oh, come on. This
You're the
one.
worst.
Other tiefling is going to continue to do the same. And it is these zombies running off into the woods. That dude's still hanging out.
Still loving it, dude.
Dude, yeah, he's just nope.
I'd love to see that guy. I'd love to see the rest of the zombie story.
Yeah, me too.
It's just
Maybe
way off
someday.
the
Side arc.
Somewhere there's like a deer or something just hanging out, and then there's a zombie just runs past. Like what the?
Next time
sweet.
on The Walking
Day,
Dead.
it is your.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on Book Dude.
Go for it.
Oh. Get him. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Sorry, not one. I'm gonna be lucky real quick. This is my last lucky slot.
Yeah, you lucky freaking whole party's lucky for this. Jesus.
Yeah, right? The odds.
5 plus my D4, 6.
A 6 to hit.
Yeah.
Your Eldritch
Okay,
Blast has no plus. What did you roll?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
Yeah, it's gotta be unless you rolled like a 2.
Did you roll 2?
No, sorry.
this
I
is spell
rolled a.
attack to
Oh,
hit.
I get my plus.
It's whatever
Yeah,
your
my
spell
plus,
attack
my
is,
plus
is
spell
the-
attack. Yeah. Okay, I got an 11.
Okay, that's better, but that's still going to miss, unfortunately.
Great.
You send this blast, and you know what? Let me check on something real quick.
Oh
Hold on.
man, here we go.
Go ahead and roll at advantage. You are hidden from the cloak.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He does
Ooh!
not. I had to
Wait,
double
wait,
check
you-
to see if he saw you. He has no.
Is that blessed too, or no?
You don't get a reroll to bless. It's just at advantage, and then bless is like just.
Oh, no, I didn't know
After
if
the fact.
you even rolled blessed on that.
He did. But
It's
Properties of the
not
cloak, you've been
bigger
chilling
than an
here.
11.
it was not okay.
No.
Okay, unfortunately. So you fire on this beam of energy. It slams into kind of this column, sending some stones scattering across the circle. Just a little shy. He glances up in your direction and scans the area, wondering where the hell that came from, because he still has no idea where.
Fuck yes.
God
Pretty
damn.
sweet.
Cloak's holding up, bros.
Cloaks. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Sniper in the back.
Yeah, man. Magic
alright.
sniper.
Let's see. This zombie that's still just chilling right there is going to swing at you, 7. That is a 5. Does that hit you? Another lazy punch comes up, and you literally just you like reach your hand up and like bully style, just close it around his fist and like push his hand off.
Real quick, Book Dude was at disadvantage if he's rolling charisma on his attack rolls. Are we remembering that?
Ability checks. Yeah, it is an attack. That's correct. I am. He cast a spell that wasn't right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
So 7, you stave off the punch from the zombie. He's still right up on you, and it is currently
It's my turn?
yes.
Okay. I gotta ask this one more time. Where am I?
Yeah, right. There's a lot going on. You are
Yeah.
here, and it's kind of hard. This is you. There's a zombie and you in all black with a little sword out right there.
Okay.
Right. trying to swing on the
Sam is blue, right?
Sam is in front of the dude with the big blue ring on him because that's the book. This
Okay.
is Emmett.
Right, and that's a tiefling, and then
There's a bunch of stuff going on up here right now.
Oh man, it's beautiful, beautiful attacking fantasy chaos.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna roll up on Book Dude and try to stab at his ass.
Okay. So, do you want to disengage from the zombie? Because there's a zombie on you right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you disengage
from the zombie
You shoulder up next to Emmett, and you're going to swing on Book Dude.
with a sneak attack on that bad boy.
It will trigger sneak attack because
right?
you're adjacent. Yeah, that'll trigger. So, go to make your attack roll.
Here we go. Attack roll.
So D20 plus your D4 because you are still blessed.
Okay, that's 6. I'm gonna roll a lucky on that one then. Right? I could redo it.
D20 is not on, and I think you only have one more left. But yeah, luck is just on D20.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, if you want to. Oh right, yeah, it's just an attack roll. What am I talking about?
All right. So that's a 12 plus plus my attack thingy, right?
Yeah.
12 plus 5 is a 17, and the blessed is 4. So that's a 21.
Yeah, absolutely hits.
So
this should be
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
3d6 plus I think it's 3.
3d3.
See it.
Oh yes, with the
Let's see
yes.
it.
Wait, 3d6.
D6 for your weapon damage plus 2d6 sneak attack.
Oh!
Okay, all right. So that's 2 plus 3. That's 5 on the first, and then 3, 2. Shit.
Total of 10.
Yeah.
Sweet. 10 damage. You cut into this guy. You just like not even a slashing motion. You just jam your short sword like halfway into his ribs from the side as he was dealing with Emmett. Kind of unexpected. He just kind of takes a hit and he turns to you. As you draw your blade out, you can see his robes begin to darken, and he clutches at his side, kind of sputters for a moment. He needs to make another concentration check. That is a 15 total, so he is good. But he's looking messed up. He's
Okay.
He's
All right. Okay.
not holding up well. So, all right, Emmett, it is your turn.
I turn, and in one smooth motion, I try to bat that dude in the face. Bookman behind me with both me.
Yeah, I mean he's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's holding out
Give
my
him the
arm.
hammer, bro.
I'm trying to
Well, I
give
mean
him the hammer.
he released it from
Right,
like
right.
he grabbed onto you, but yeah, he's right up in your business.
I'm trying to give him the hammer and the mace.
Feel free to bash his. Okay.
Hammer, mace first.
Yeah.
With a little bless. That is 17 to hit.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damn, I love bless so much.
Bless is pretty insane.
Damage is 6.
6 total.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stoic, just bash him directly square in the face with my mace as hard as possible.
Yeah, as Seven draws
little
his blade
grace.
out, and he kind of like uses
Hey.
that wound.
Oh,
he
man, the
grabs
1-2.
on, like looks to Seven, and he goes and turns to look at you, and you're already in arc, swinging down on him, and you just kind of hammer the mace across, catching him right in the temple, and there's just that bone-jarring crack as this mace hits into him. You can see it tearing part of his face off, essentially. It just like hits him, spins and slumps to the floor, and just collapses and
shit.
just lays motionless. He's just still on the ground. As that happens, you see him laying there dead. You also see Asbjorn is still just screaming and holding onto this fire, and you see him kind of like this the pale color on his flesh and the aura that was kind of surrounding him fades. You see a bit of color come to him again, but his agonizing screams intensify almost with like sudden awareness of what is going on. You just hear him cry out in pain. He's just screaming. It's not great.
Asbjorn.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I want to punch this stupid tiefling girl in front of me with the hammer of Diragosta.
Go for it.
Hang in there, buddy.
Get her.
That's not great. 11 total.
An 11 does not hit,
Yeah, I didn't
unfortunately.
Is it?
I'm assuming
No,
spiritual
wait, no,
weapons
she's
are
not.
plus.
She's not prone anymore.
Well, it's plus it's a melee spell attack, so it's roll a d20 and add whatever your spell attack is.
Right. Yeah, I did it all right.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, unfortunately it misses. It goes to swing down and she like ducks out of the way as it arcs and misses. Okay, his turn. He's dead. Their turn. She is going to. You know what? They're cultists. She's going to
I don't
turn
like
away
that.
from you. She's going to turn away from you, Emmett. She's going to move, so she'll provoke.
Yeah.
If you want to use a reaction.
Can I? Spiritual weapon gets no reaction, right?
No.
LOL.
Not a creature.
Come on now. Ooh, much better. It's like an 18.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. 1d6. 5 damage in the back of the head.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you do.
Yes!
She goes and turns from you, you hit her in the back of the head, and she slumps down forward. Another corpse.
Damn.
Let's
And
go,
the
Emmett.
Tiefling over here
MVP.
moves up, and you see her kind of. She looks to you all and looks to Asbjorn. Her eyes kind of widen, and she just grabs onto the back of his hands, kind of like mirroring what he's doing, grabbing onto this thing, and she also begins to just cry out in agonizing pain. But she's she's grabbing on and holding on to this orb and holding Asbjorn there.
No.
What the?
No.
Wait.
So she's holding on to Asbjorn on the flame?
Asbjorn is stuck onto this, like, holding this flame. Yeah, exactly. She walked up and this, like, mirrored, did the same thing, like behind him, and, like, grabbed on, like from Ghost, but not sexy.
So from behind him, like...
Yes, she matched it. She's holding him on there and doing the... Yes,
she's Patrick Swayze. Yeah. It's just she
Forcing
whispered
him to continue to hold the flame?
Yes. She's suffering the same fate right now. Same
Is
damage.
she taking are they both taking damage?
From the screaming and the burning, probably. There's a green flame that is crawling up their arms. Yeah, probably. But she committed to that. Day, it is currently your turn.
Okay, looking at Asbjorn, is he clearly back to being regular Asbjorn?
Not clearly, but there's enough to know that, I mean, it's not good. The screams went from just normal, like, you know, cries of pain to, like, a weird, like, you heard that sudden awareness. Like, imagine waking up and being on fire, as best I can. No one should have to imagine what that's like, but that's essentially, it suddenly turned to, you heard it makes, like, pain screams as well as panic and, like, surprise mixed in all of a sudden. You saw, you saw color come back to him a little bit where he didn't look as zombified. So, reason to believe, yeah.
Okay. So I move my hex to Tiefling Babe.
Okay.
T-Babes. It's cool. It's
T-Babe.
me and my demonic T-Babes. It's like, whatever,
I
bro.
assume she's a total babe, man.
Why? She's murdering people.
I get to imagine her however I like.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
She's got like horns and stuff.
I mean,
Some whole red skin.
Horns are hot. Horns can be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, horns, needle teeth. Sure.
That's
Okay,
my
the
kink.
teeth don't sound too great.
Are you sure? Dude.
All right, so you hexed.
All right, so
I'm an orc. I got beautiful fangs. That's what I'm into.
That's right. You like the figs.
Yeah.
Like
Fangs
What
area.
you doing?
All right, so I move my hex to Tiefling Babe, and I hex her strength.
Okay.
Then I Eldritch Blast her.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Give it to her. Give her the
X
blast.
gonna give it to you.
I'm still going to allow this to be hidden. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
All right, 15. See what the second one is? 15, okay. So 15 plus 5, 20, not nat 20, but 20.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
All right, I roll my d10 and my d6. I do 9 damage.
Okay. The impact from your Eldritch Blast slams into her back, kind of jolting her and Asbjorn both briefly from the impact of the hit. She suffers 9, and they continue to cry out in agony.
I hope to hex her strength so she can't hold on to Asbjorn anymore.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay. You're doing that. That's correct. I am validating your thinking, but there's other things at play. But yeah, correct, exactly. Like that is the correct thought process there. See, zombie guy runs away. This guy is going to.
Who conjured those?
Huh?
Who conjured those? I'm just curious.
They're the tiefling ladies, but they're not dropping at the same time that they're dying because of. I'm juggling a lot here. I got it.
Hey, no, I'm just curious.
7, you're the most forward one. You're getting swung at by natural 1.
Nice.
Goes up, like, kind of even without thinking. He goes to punch again, like the same way that you caught it, except this time you just like literally raise your dagger up, and it just punches into your, taking a point of piercing damage for being retarded. And the zombie, he didn't know what's going on. Perfect. Easily stopped. Top of the round. Emmett, it is your turn.
I would like to. Man, can I? Do these pillars look? Can I see anything about these pillars on the side? Do they just look like stone pillars? Like
they're just stone pillars with some regular fire on it for
some flav. The ritual's still going, huh?
Seems like it.
I would like to move my spiritual weapon as my bonus action and try to hit her in the old head, like a little bonk on the head.
In the old dome, the old noggin.
The old bonkers. That's not great. It's like a 7.
Okay, that misses. Swing and a miss. Moves a little too quickly. Even of them kind of occupying their space. Avoids it.
Fuck this. I would like to dash forward.
Okay.
I mean, run forward, not take an action dash. And try to football tackle Asbjorn away from the fire with all of the momentum that I can.
Give me an athletics check.
Um, 10. Wait, bless on this? Yeah.
No. This is an ability check. It blesses attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay. Yep. Then 10 total.
A 10.
Yeah.
You move forward and dive to tackle Asbjorn, and you slam into him, and he slides a bit and does give up about 2 feet. But you just you see Emmett wrap around his waist and literally like spear tackle into him, but it's almost like tackling into a pillar. You slam into it and hit, slide him a couple feet, and like drop down, catching yourself on the knees, and look up and can see that he is still almost like he's shifted but is locked in place.
Come on, buddy.
This orb. You can see the fire now crawling past like his elbows and just reaching his shoulder. Not great. Okay. Dead. That turn. She's. Let me see. Wow. She's just gonna stay put. She's committing to this, and you hear her through her screams. You hear the tiefling just yell. I give my life to welcome you into our world.
No. Oh, no.
No, you don't.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, lady. No.
Day, it's your turn.
I mean, I guess while she's got her hands in the flames and all that, I'm just gonna run up on her and try to fucking stab her right in the face.
Well, it's Day's turn, so.
Sorry.
Sorry.
For some reason,
I was with you too, and like.
Yeah. No, I'm there. It's great.
I'm
It's
like,
Day's
just like so fucking out
You're
of it.
so into it. It's okay.
Yeah.
How's Asbjorn looking on?
He's looking on fire mostly, and in pain.
Is he looking like he can die soon?
I mean, he doesn't look like he's taking damage in the sense of like becoming bloodied over the course of a battle. He just has some kind of demon flame crawling on his body, and he's crying out because of it. It's in this situation hard to tell. There's not like physical, oh my, like he's not bleeding or other things happening, but he does not look good.
Not great.
I yell out at Seven and Emmett. We have to kill Asbjorn.
Why? It's a bad take. Gotta yell back.
Yeah.
Kill her. Kill her first.
What are you doing?
I kind of look at Emmett, and
kill
I
her first. Try killing her first. Just try killing her
6
first.
seconds.
Just
6 seconds. What are you doing, Dave?
I Eldritch Blast the Tiefling.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. Well, 2 + 3 + 5, 10.
Are you rolling an advantage?
Oh no, I'm not. Okay.
Yes, bitch. Maybe give
Okay,
armor
yeah.
a tiff.
19.
19 hits.
All right. I'm gonna roll my 10 and my 6. Plus a 3. I do 9.
9 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. This beam slams into her, and you see her kind of just like slump off of the back of Asbeard and collapse onto the ground. Arms also severely blackened and like burned, and she's just still on this pedestal.
Is she dead?
Yeah, she's
Dead?
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right. Zombie's gonna smack 7.
God damn it.
That is a 19 on the die, so it's going to hit. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. The zombie punches into you, kind of like yanking back with its one hand that you had stabbed into it with from its first bad hit, and punching you just kind of underneath the jaw. Crappy uppercut. And back to the top of the round.
Mike. Sorry.
Did I not go?
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's your turn now. Sorry, zombie
Yeah.
went just before you. My bad. Your turn.
Shit, dude. I guess I'm gonna fucking tackle Asbjorn too. I guess, right? Or
Pull him away.
right?
I mean, let's try and pull him. I
Or
don't
maybe,
know.
Maybe fucking like maybe like a maybe
pull
do
him.
like a maybe do like a running flip.
You're gonna like
Jump kick.
like flip,
Kick him away.
like drop kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna run, flip. Fucking
Going
double
full
flip, kick
taekwondo.
him. Yeah.
So, 2 things. Are you wanting to disengage from the zombie?
yeah, I'll use my disengage.
I thought
to
so.
do that.
Okay, just making sure. And if you are trying to forcefully kick him to like try and remove him, it's going to be an athletics check, not an acrobatics check.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Come on, Bubba. Hey, come here.
Oh man,
See those hot rolls, Mike.
we'll see. Ah, fuck me, dude. It's a 5.
Okay.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah. So, unfortunately,
Yeah.
like Emmett, you kind of like somersault over him, and like jump forward and kick into him, connecting, but not with enough force to really dislodge him. He's still grabbing on.
Damn it.
Okay. Top of the round. What you all notice is this green flame kind of spiral up as it's grown in intensity, and now you can see it kind of mini like Flame-NATO style shooting up and into the maelstrom of clouds.
Oh,
no. It fires up, and you can see Asriel still just yelling out, and he now kind of turns over and looks to the side and like catches eyes Seven with you and Emmett, and you see him like grit his teeth as he's yelling and kind of like powering through the pain. You see him like Hulk out essentially. You've seen him do this before. He is
Barbarian.
popping a rage.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
As he's come to some consciousness. I'll let you guys roll this. Who wants to? Emmett, why don't you go ahead and roll for him? I want you to make an athletics check for him trying to break this grapple that he was stuck. At advantage because he's raging, and he has a +5.
Oh, sorry. I just turned it off the desk. 16.
16 total. Just barely. DC was a 15.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see him kind of like look over at you guys, and he just like grits his teeth, and it's just
Come on, buddy.
he's like spitting and everything as he's just yelling, and you see him like fly his hands back, like they rocket open, and you all hear this loud like thump, and rolling down the steps is this like kind of think like bocce ball size, like just this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not a basketball, not a soccer ball, but not like a tiny ball.
Like the
a
green
grapefruit.
orb we saw.
Yes, exactly. Not that, but very close to that.
Right.
Same size, kind of. This one is this like deep, swirling like maroon and black color. It just falls and just and like kind of rolls down a couple of the steps. As he does, there's this small like mini nova wave of fire that just kind of erupts briefly in the moment. And this beam that was like spiraling up, you see it like shoot up and dissipate into the clouds briefly. And there's like a small kind of eye of the hurricane, like mini wave that opens up in the clouds up above. And he just like flies back and falls prone. But he dropped whatever he was holding.
Did we just save the world?
I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
I don't know about all for fucking now, I think.
Yeah. Slight delay.
So we are out of initiative.
It's stealing time.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
run
god.
Tiefling and start sifting through robes, baby.
The first thing every time. The first thing.
No, she took off those robes, dude.
This
Yeah,
happens.
come on now.
He falls back.
Cosby.
As Asbjorn is unconscious on the but and there's that. There's
Okay,
orb.
I mean, I pop a potion, put it in my mouth, and cast Cure Wounds on him, and like touch him and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asbjorn or
roll that.
All right. Yeah, I cure at Asbjorn. What's the potion?
It's a regular healing potion, so it's 2d4 plus 2.
I remain in the back, hidden.
So I heal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then
Cure Wounds should be you're just doing it first level. D8 plus your wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 heal for him.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna do if I can. I know this is a lot, like in succession. I would like to cure wounds myself one more time.
Okay.
If this is
give it a second
Yeah,
because
of course.
these are happening. So you pop your potion, you run up to Asbjorn, you kneel down, place a hand on him, and feel this energy coalesce and collect in your palm as this wave of warmth is pushed into him. You see him kind of cough and sputter for a moment, and then he slowly opens his eyes. He looks rough, but he kind of is just almost in shock for a moment. He like just looks around, slowly kind of picks himself up and like grabs onto you,
Yes.
pulling himself up. He just thank you. Don't know
It's okay.
what
it's
that
okay.
was.
It's okay. I can tell you one thing. We didn't respect the dead at all, and we saved.
Yeah.
You know, you should always
Yeah, I got
respect
it.
the
You're
dead.
fine.
And
You're
he
fine.
kind of
You're fine.
pats you on the chest and
Come on.
pushes.
I try to help him
In
to
our
his feet.
defense, they didn't really just respect us.
No,
all
not
that
at
much.
all.
Wait,
Yeah,
is that zombie not alive anymore? Kill that thing, right?
Yeah, the zombie. Somehow the zombie
What's up?
squeezed through the fence and is freaking gone.
Yeah.
This
There's
one-
just
this
dead
one-
bodies
Yeah.
lost in the world.
Yeah, dude.
Dead
It's all-
bodies.
yeah.
The spell dissipates. And the...
After that pulse, after the pulse of energy from this thing, yeah. absolutely.
Grandpa,
Yeah.
why are you out of your grave? What happened? What happened? How did they catch you? After you
kind
ran
of
from the
just-
tower, we haven't seen you since.
I thought we were all running. I ran towards the river and realized you weren't following. The ground was shaking. I'm not sure what was going on. It's hard to remember, and I tried to backtrack and got lost and ran into, well, them.
Well, you're safe now. At least for now. I don't know if you're actually safe. We need to move. Can I inspect the red orb? Like, I don't want to touch it. I just want to look at it. Like,
It's a red orb?
Like
Yeah,
this-
go ahead and make a perception.
11. I'm assuming Bless has worn off. It's been a minute.
Now it has, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
in combat. Obviously, it lasts
It's like
a little.
10 rounds or something.
So it's about the size of a grapefruit. It's similar to the green one that you saw the guy had in the
Right.
keep. Yes, very similar, but this one is not green. This one is like a deep maroon color with like bits of black all swirled into it as well. Very kind of like Lord of the Rings Palantir style. Just this smooth orb. Hard to tell if it's made out of some kind of gemstone, some kind of ore. It's not totally. It's natural, but it's not at the same time. If that makes
Right.
sense. But it's polished. It's very smooth. It's clearly made. You saw it being used in some kind of ritual, so
Right.
reason to believe there's some kind of properties to it.
Right.
And you were not touching it. It's just sitting there, and you can see those dark portions of it are kind of emanating and swirling inside of it, almost like a sinister snow globe.
In the back, still hidden, I pull out my eye and I consult with Kasmin. I give him what's happening and tell him about the red orb that I see. I tell him about the guy with the book that we killed, the undead, the tieflings.
Well,
I tell him about the words that I heard.
Don't paraphrase for me. Do that.
Yeah, got it. Kasmin, we defeated them, I think. The flame is gone. It seemed to have erupted and left some maroon ball. There was a man with a book who was casting the ritual that we have managed to defeat. There were tieflings and undead that we have managed to defeat. I'm wondering, is this a victory?
Unimportant details. Get me that stone.
You got it.
What? Give me the what?
And also, right. Day, as you have this conversation, you go and you stand up. As you stand up and begin walking forward, your vision kind of tunnels and like pinpoints ahead of you.
There we go.
and is going a little weird.
Okay. I stumble forward.
Come on,
You get
Trying to
you do actually like stumble with where you almost kind of fall and catch yourself, but you have like clumsily stumbled and fallen over a bit. You're not like on your face or anything, but you have like tripped and fallen and are getting back up. You all can hear this like splash in the mud behind you and turn around and see Day getting back up. Just mud on his knee.
Day, are you okay? Did you sustain any damage from the battle?
As he's talking to you, it's very like you can understand him, but it's warped and distorted.
Great.
And
I'm
you're
flying.
also
I'm flying. I'm fine. I'm flying. I'm flying.
I look at 7.
Don't look at me, dude. I'm searching these robes. Do I find anything in these robes?
make an investigation check. For me, Seven.
One thing and one thing only you care about.
No, I mean, listen. I see exactly what's going on back there. I'm just sifting through bodies. It's a 13 plus 1, 14.
Okay. You find another cultist dagger, like you found on other bodies before. Another kind of. It's very ornate, but not in the fancy cost a lot way, or in the it's not meant for combat. It's just kind of decorative and for show. It's used more for like ceremonial stuff. It's sharp enough that you can cut somebody with it. It still functions as a dagger, but it's not. You know what I mean? You grab another. We'll say you get 2 of them. Looting these bodies. And are you checking out book guy too?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll
Okay.
do book guy.
Give me another investigation roll on.
Such a damn rogue. I'm over here healing the party. Day is who knows what.
That's 17 plus 1.
Okay.
18.
You do
8.
notice
8.
this. You get a third dagger from, as well as this tiny black leather-bound book with all these weird runes on it.
Oh no! Don't touch that.
It's similar to the book you found last time, but it's not the same one, but similar. Clearly, this guy was obviously casting shit.
Oh wait, like the book, the
Like the one you
flesh
guys
guy
found
book?
in the keep.
Flesh. Is it flesh on this one too? Is it black flesh? Like the leather? Is it skin like that? The other one was.
Yes.
Gross.
Yeah,
That's so gross, dude.
it's not exactly some kind of humanoid.
Dude.
You don't know.
Well, you know what I got to do? I scribble a dick on the cover because that's what we do here. I'm 3 for 3 out of books.
It's true. That is true.
You
You
pull
know,
the dick out
it's,
and
it's
you
on
kinda-
brand.
I'm playing the victim here.
That penis is definitely on brand.
Oh wait, Emmett. Last time you drew the balls. Would you like to do me the honors?
7. All right, fine. Give me the book. I draw a happy face in it.
Oh.
I turn his penis into a rocket ship.
So
Or
Day, you see them kind of
rockets exist.
muffled and garbled, like talking
Yeah,
to each
rockets.
other, and
Magic
you
missile.
see him like
Magic
go and
missile.
hand something across, and it's almost like their hands are just like pushing into each other, and like their arms just turn into this weird like tangled spaghetti. Their shoulders conversing, but you see their arms just like going into each other, and they're just like all tangled up like a knot of rope, just like thrown into a corner. And it's weird. Like the periphery of your edges of your vision are all blurred and distorted.
Dave, are you okay?
I walk up. I'm looking for this orb on the ground. I can kind of make it out. I try and pull out.
Well, we'll
Is he
find
trying
out.
to grab the
Go
orb on
ahead
the
and
ground?
Roll a perception check at disadvantage, please.
Fuck me. Okay. 3.
Okay.
Do we see him like rolling around the floor trying to grab the?
Not yet. So they're having this weird arm spaghetti moment, and you look around, you look down, and you're trying to find this red orb, or this stone, and there's a couple of bodies, and there's blood all over the place, and you can't see anything. You're gonna have to search for a while if you're trying to find.
Wait, could you describe what we see of him? What he's like to us?
Yeah, you see Day walk up, and you guys are like talking, and then you look over as you're like doing the book drawing. You look over, and Day's just like,
Is he moving? Is he trying to
just,
grab
like,
for anything, dude?
he's having like he's just kind of like Mortal Kombat, finish him, like wavering
Day.
in place a little bit.
Did the cultists get to you? Do you need? I can heal you.
As he's saying this and reaches his hand out toward you, you see this hand like literally stretching over you, and it like goes through you, and like it keeps coming and keeps.
Full 21 Jump Street.
Yep,
I'm gonna-
it's weird.
I'm gonna grab the orb.
Okay.
But, I'm gonna grab it with Mage Hand because I don't want to touch it.
Okay. You pick up this orb with Mage Hand. Day, you hear the voice of Casmine in your mind again. It just says, you hear like this exasperated sigh. He just goes, enough of this, Day. And you hear like an audible snap, kind of in like the back of your mind. And as he does, your vision almost like goes all crazy for a minute, and then is just clear again. And you see Mage Hand, like you see this little kind of faint blue spectral hand holding this orb, like right in front of Seven, and Seven is just kind of peering at it.
Is that a no on the healing?
I need that. I need that. I need to see that. I need to see that.
Were you cursed? This is a curse.
Yeah.
The cultists must have
Are you under
cursed
some
you.
kind of spell?
You spell it out for us. Use your words
The
to tell
I
us.
need the Casmine needs to. I need to see the orb.
Hasborn, take a look at this man. You know him well. Is this what the effects were like for you too? Do we need to put Day down? Is he under some sort of spell by the cultists?
You're quick to judge, but
I'm just
no,
judge. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
You're doing it now.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's all. There's no
To be
judging.
fair, I don't remember too much. I remember there were many of them. I got down 3, and just more kept coming.
Nice. I took down 3 today too myself. So
They overtook me and put me in the back of some kind of cart with all of these big boxes, and next thing I know, everything went black.
How fucked up is his hands? Or his hands, rather.
Pretty messed up. He, like, from the elbow up is out to his fingertips is like just burned and charred and very scarred. Like think of like burn scars. It's all messed. Not
I kind of reach out and touch his hand and try to cast mending on it.
Okay, he kind of pulls away from you a little bit, and you just boop him with mending. Nothing.
It was worth a shot.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to heal. I heal. I know. It's
Okay.
I'm a healer, so.
Yeah, things have changed a little bit since we saw you last.
Yeah.
Big man.
I can imagine. He kind of looks up.
Oh
to the
yeah,
sky.
that happened. That was actually, to be fair, we're all culpable in that one. You were there for when that happened, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Not judging.
my-
No judge. I'm not a judger overall.
I decided to run, and
Well, we ran
Yeah.
also. You ran. You're quick. I had no idea. Big man, big feet.
Yeah, you're quick.
Fast.
Still a little disoriented. I'm reaching into my pocket to pull out Casmine's eye,
okay.
and I pull out. I rolled for this. I pull out the drugs instead, kind of like
Okay.
disheveled, like.
So you see Dave pull out this tiny, small glass jar, like a mason jar with a cork stopper lid, and there are these 2 big, fat berries.
Have I ever seen anything like those before?
Yeah. I feel like my character might have seen things like that.
Hold them out and then.
Let's see. Why don't you both make intelligence checks for me, trying to determine what the heck.
Not my strong suit.
Me neither.
2.
Sweet.
It's an 11, and my intelligence is shit. So where the fuck?
Rip.
Emmett, you have no idea what they look like. Big old.
Oh,
Great.
my intelligence saving throw is +1. Never mind.
Do you have? Are
12.
those?
And it's not a saving throw. This isn't. So just whatever your modifier is.
Wait, what? Oh, then it's a 10.
And okay. Same thing. They just look like some kind of berry. You're not sure.
Hold them out. Realize, kind of like.
He's cursed. I think he's cursed.
put him back and take out the eye. Walk toward the orb. Address Casmin again. What do I do? What? I don't want to touch it. Should.
Give me some time, but take it with you.
Can I touch it?
Great question.
No response.
Can he touch what? What's he trying to touch?
What do you?
I grab a piece of one of the robes that are around these dead bodies, kind of sling up this orb and hold it so that I don't put it in anything. I hold it like a lantern from the top.
You trying to steal the mage hand?
Well, yeah, Mage Hand is holding it, so you're trying to just scoop it up and ignore the Mage Hand.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna try to avoid that with mage hand.
Okay. You two roll initiative.
Initiative? Oh.
Oh man.
Seeing
8.
whose reaction is going to be faster.
Drug boy over here trying to fuck shit up.
Oh, sorry,
17.
9.
What'd you get, Mike? 17 plus
17.
something. Okay, so
Plus,
you reach out and grab the orb, and you go to like scoop this thing up, knapsack style, and like capture it. And as you do, you see Seven kind of like move his hand like this, and the mage hand just kind of moves to the side, and he's just kind of looking at you.
What you trying to do, buddy?
Guys,
If you want to keep holding on to it until we get back, that's fine. I don't want to hold it.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to
are
hold it
we
either.
are we
I just-
keeping
what are
that
we doing?
thing? We've seen what these things can do. Who can we even
Casmin
give it
told
to?
me he's going to
I feel
need
like-
time with it. I suggest we try and get back.
All right.
and
Is there
deal with
anything
it
else around on the ritual table that I think that Mr. Falric would like in this circle?
Oh yeah.
If you're trying
we've
to
got a
explore
deal.
the area, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, even the tomb. God, come
Yeah,
on.
'cause right-
dude.
Yeah, because right now,
Okay.
I mean, right now the only artifacts we have is book,
What about you?
3 daggers.
What about you?
Oh, yeah, I would
are
like
you
to do-
exploring the area?
yeah.
I figured you would.
Yeah,
You said you were doing the-
I'd like to explore as well for our.
A big fat dose.
So what are we doing? We're doing a
investigation.
Come on, hot dice, dude. Hot dice does not.
Well,
Look
I
at
mean,
that.
we got a bunch of nat 20s in the during the actual
Yeah,
fight.
true.
So
What's your total there, Mike?
important.
It was with investigation. It's what was that 20? That was a fucking 19 I rolled.
20 total. Okay, sweet. You look around with Emmett, kind of around the circle, and don't really see much of anything. And you think to like explore the area more, especially over by the sarcophagus that Asbeard was thrown inside of and emerged from when this book guy went over there. And looking over there, you find a key ring with like a long skeleton key on it.
Oh,
We found a keyring with a skeleton key.
Like a long, like a big, like 4 or 5 inch, like old school skeleton looking.
what was that?
What the fuck?
Write that down. Write that shit down. We're gonna forget.
4-inch skeleton key. Is it? What color is it? What's it look like?
It's just like a dark iron key.
Cool. I mean, yeah. I guess we could give this to him, and maybe these daggers. Maybe that'll
That
be
purple
enough.
potion
Wow,
you have
let's-
too,
let's
the glowing one.
Let's keep the key for our, I mean, are you showing us all this?
I mean, I'm imagining you have
Yeah.
enough of a passive perception to see him walk 30 feet
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the side and pick up something and come back.
7, what did you find?
Right.
If he's not actively trying to hide it from you,
Yeah.
No.
We can definitely give him the daggers. I'm not too sure about the book. I don't know if I trust him. And this key,
No, I think I'm gonna keep the book for us.
we can ask
maybe-
about the key,
maybe-
but maybe we can convince him
Yeah.
to let us, unless he knows, to let us find where it belongs.
there's another low kind of rumble of thunder.
Oh god.
And you guys looking above, you can see storm is still there. There is a large like eye, if you will, that is open and cleared from this
Oh, not like
dissipation
a,
of energy.
Oh
that
shit.
not
Not like a literal
Oh,
eye,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Eye of the Storm. There's like a good, you can't tell it's high up, but there's like this big opening. I mean, looking at it, it's about 20 feet across, about roughly the size of the platform you guys are on. There's just this like clear opening in the center of all of it.
Hey,
All
Dave.
right, I'm gonna. Okay, go.
First off, I seem to have been wrong about the cloak, and I will be the first to admit it. You
Great call on the cloak,
good, yes, very
Dave.
good call on the cloak, Day. You,
Dave.
Dave?
You and Sam, man. I mean, you and Emmett, rather.
Yeah.
Rushed it.
How far can you shoot that blast of yours? I say, looking up at the sky.
Right now, 120 feet.
How far do you think that cloud is?
Wouldn't want to shoot it regardless. I don't know what kind of things we're agitating.
They're gonna be agitated either way, right?
Kasmin didn't suggest that we do something about the clouds. He suggested that he needs to spend some time with this orb. If we needed to do something about the clouds, I feel like we would know about it.
As you all have this conversation, there's this faint flutter, and flying through the gate and landing on your shoulder, Seven, is you all notice, and the owl kind of like, and it's like it grabs onto you, it just like lands on your shoulder, but you can feel it kind of like pushing its weight forward, like pulling you forward, initially signaling something is coming.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh balls!
What?
Something's
what is it?
coming,
What
you
is it?
guys.
We need to hide.
Yeah, maybe let's hide.
Coming from where? Does it talk to you? Does the bird speak?
Yeah. Can the board like let me know where the like?
He did. He can't speak. He.
Shit. Yeah, he can't speak. Shit. I
I
can't speak bird. I don't know.
Then, like, can we hide back on that hill, like right outside the
You can, if you want to
like
hide
behind it, I guess, in the
Yeah,
tree
yeah,
area
I'm down
where
for
we
some
started
hiding.
off.
You want to go all the way back out there? I mean, that's a good 60, 80 feet away right now.
Where else could
Is
I
there any
hide?
place we can? Yeah. Is there anywhere in the?
There's all these pillars. There's like you can hide up against the fence. There's some bushes.
Then
Yeah,
I'll
maybe
hide
Where you
behind.
were. You don't have to run all the way out to the hill where you guys crept up here to hide.
I duck out behind it. Wait, this orb, is it still mage-handed by Mike? Or by
Yes.
Seven?
Yes.
Oh god.
We need
I
to
really
just
think
pocket
about
it, put it up, wrap it in
All right.
something.
Seven,
They
give me the
have it.
orb. I kind of like make the move to do the same
Yeah.
thing again.
I freaking tossed it to my
Okay.
mage handed over to.
I-
Catch it in this robe bag you have and stow it away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. How big is the thing that Asborn was? Oh, it's huge, right? I mean, it had Asborn in it.
It's big. Yeah, absolutely. But
Can I? I mean, I guess that's the best spot. Can I go hide behind that?
yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind a pillar, I guess.
That's okay.
Lay down in some bushes, wrap that robe around me.
Asborn.
Yeah.
The robe.
Give me stealth check.
Oh God.
Yeah,
why?
freaking-
All right. Well,
Hey, wait, cast invisibility. Earn one of us. God damn it!
I don't have any spell slots left.
All right,
I'm
fuck
going.
it.
This
All right,
one I'm gonna try and
I'm gonna.
guidance myself.
All right, I'm casting disguise self, on me.
Okay.
As a dead zombie, and I'm just gonna lay down.
Okay,
Nice,
you're gonna
dude.
disguise yourself as a zombie corpse and just lay on the ground.
Yeah.
Nice.
That
Respect.
you're hiding. Give me your stealth check.
So how does stealth checking work with this thing? Isn't the robe just sit next to some bushes and stay still?
Again, as you've been told, it's be quiet, be still, and it will help you blend in. So you don't know. There's no mechanical of you get advantage. There's not right now, anyways. So if you tell me you're gonna drop down and be still, then you're doing that. You're trying to hide. Go ahead and just
I
roll.
did. I rolled a 6.
Okay, you feel about a 6 worth of stealth. Emmett, you duck behind the sarcophagus in your chainmail, so disadvantage.
Yeah.
You did guide it. What do we got?
10 total with disadvantage.
10 for Emmett, 6 for Dave, and a zombie disguise.
I feel like we're in a Ninja Turtles movie right now. Oh, the bad guys are coming. I'll make myself a zombie.
How dare you? That was clever of me.
It was better than what I did. I think I'm fucked.
Okay, so we all take up these hiding positions. You all can hear the sound of like a cart ricketing along and
we are
approaching
children.
your direction. And that's what we're gonna pick up next week.
Oh man!
Hang on.
What do I
let me write this down.
see?
Let me write down exactly what.
What do I see?
Oh, I've got it written down too.